W Stream Biden Effects. W Stream Biden Effects. Song Biden Effects. The fuck, dude? I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. W Mossy for the 2 months channel membership. W Mossy. W Mossy. Morning Corey. Morning Artemis. Another beautiful day, guys and ladies. Let's get it. What are we doing today? Oh, hopefully we got some good games today. My life has been consumed by Pal World. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it. We didn't get any games.
I'll feed the whole of Mumbai, but I'll get back everything they took from us.
Santa? Bro, like, what is this game? This has to be like the funniest, most racist game I've ever seen. What? Yo. Yo. How was that so good and so bad at the same time? Oh, morning, Sticks. Morning. Everyone is burning. That's not a good thing to lead stream with. Really, dude? There's nothing. Oh my god. Oh, my ears.
What's up, everybody? Nick Lamone here with IGN in downtown LA at the Peacock Theater for an inaugural kickoff of the Black Myth Wukong Global Concert Tour.
Bro,
we're gonna go take a look and also have an exclusive interview.
My bad, bro. I'm gonna play with my fiance. Yeah, I've been playing with her.
With Jiaqi Li, the audio director for Black Myth Wukong.
I just got the Jet Dragon yesterday, dude.
游戏科学负责声音工作，我也是黑神话悟空的声音负责人。
This game is so
在游戏里边，这些音乐
Oh, wait a minute. What is that?
声音负责人。
That gourd looks awesome.
在游戏里边，这些音乐都是片段性出现的，它都是一个一个的碎片。虽然它也有一个章节或者是一个功能的一个完整内容，但它游戏里边它是不连续的。其实我们在做游戏原声专辑的时候，已经做了这个工作，就是把这些片段的碎片，不同的形式的起承转合拼接成。
I got 12 minutes in me. I didn't realize that was 12 minutes. Let's move on from that. I did not realize that was 12 minutes. Japers. Damn, there's nothing new. Literally nothing. All right, well then, I guess we're just going to move on to some Daily Dose of the Internet. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Gaming's failed us yet again. They pulled us through yesterday and the day before, though. They had good games over the weekend, but, well, not as much as it's been. Why do I do that? Oh, right here. We're going to go ahead and watch a Daily Dose of Pets, too, while we're at it today. So I'm pulling that up, too. Thought maybe the gaming would have a little bit more, but... yeah, right. Yeah, right. Damn, we are far on this list now. Dang. Ooh, here we go.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet.
Yo, W Daily Dose of the Internet. Morning, Bass Taste. Hope you're doing all right this morning, Bass Taste. Play Power World on stream. Maybe this weekend I'll play Power World on stream. Maybe I'll do that. I thought about it too. I thought about that this past weekend. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it.
This is going on the world's funniest videos.
You know, you would think that I would find this really funny, but my mom had that happen to her before. And it's actually a lot more terrifying than you think it would be. Mama! Man, we are just all in with that.
There's LeBron. 1 second on the clock.
Holy shit! Yo!
1 second on the clock.
God, bro! This guy's got an arm on him. You in the wrong sport, big dog. Oh, please. Please help him. Please help him. Bro, you see how slick that deck is? Why is that deck so slick? Not even the dog can get up, yo. Why is it so slick? That's a terrible balcony. They need to just demolish that balcony, dude. That thing sucks.
Then with manure.
Yeah, that's how they fertilize. Wait, what's going on? Something. We
This
missed this.
farmer was upset that they were on his land, so he sprayed them with manure.
Yo. It's non-lethal. I mean... Well. Oh!
Jungle.
What is that? Whoa, what the fuck?
Monkeys jumping in.
Oh!
Oh my god, it's raining monkeys. This is like crazy.
Is he gonna fall? Oh, what? Look at me.
For some weird reason, this cat knows how to speak. I found an artist that can make some crazy glass orbs.
Ugh! Just turn it off. Why would you try? Why would you try? What? Yeah, no, you're not getting that back,
For some
man.
reason, his elephant keeps throwing rocks at people. They got
Wait, what
super
just
windy
happened? What? Oh, he threw a rock,
They got
bro.
super
Look at
wind-
that little bastard throwing a rock.
They got super windy a few days ago in New Zealand. For some reason, his hamster loves getting a butt scratch.
Back down.
She's noise. Your big tail.
They heard a loud metal sound in the forest and went to go investigate what it was.
What's going on?
What the hell is that? Oh. Do you understand how strong the wind has to be for that to be happening? Like, look at that's insane. God.
You gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that. Alright, babe.
I can't even get over how, like, strong the wind has to be to do that. I don't even think you understand. Like, a manhole cover being bunched up and down like that? Yo.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Morning, hillbilly.
Alright, babe.
Oh, wait, no. No. Oh, is he here? Where's he at? More.
One more.
Oh, there he is. I see him now. Jesus Christ. One more time. Bro, is that a basset hound? That's what that says. Sounds like a basset hound. He pissing that basset dude like he is.
Alright, babe.
He is frustrated. He said, "Give me that goddamn thing. I'm gonna eat your hand, you piece of shit. Give me that thing, I know."
Alright, one more. Quicker than that.
I'd be frustrated too, bro. Like, what you doing? I'd be biting your hand. Like, give me that damn treat, bro.
This fire truck showed up to save the day.
You know what's funny? Is that you would think that that is completely the driver's fault. The captain is waving him too. You see him back there? He's waving the truck more forward as well. And the guy that's driving is making sure he doesn't hit him and not paying attention to what he's running into. Oh! He caught a gator! Oh no!
I'm really not.
Yo!
I'm really not sure how this person is still driving this car.
It's just such a stupid thing to do. Just take the hood off, man.
This guy changed into a crazy color during a storm.
Whoa, that's beautiful. That's insane.
That is so scared of these headphones. Okay, I had it.
Give me. It's okay, it's Papa.
And I put it back on.
Oh, bro, are we done with that? Like, holy fuck. I hate those. I hate whenever I go through shorts and I see this stupid crap. Dude, I'm just like, oh my god, the soundboard, this nonsensical, like, dude, if you actually find, like, the second I start hearing that, like, that dun 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 dun, or like this, the other weird music crap they put in, or like the sound effects, the weird sound effects, I'm just like, nope, I'm done. I even, like, I hit the 3 dots and I'm like, do not recommend. I don't want to see that. It's stupid. That's insane.
I guess this crow knows how to speak Arabic.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
These children always get scared when they go past his house.
Most
Hi.
dogs are scared of vacuums, but this dog loves them.
Come on. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. You can do it.
The hell's he doing? What's he doing?
Good boy.
I'm really not sure what the goal was here.
Oh my goodness.
Bro.
Look at me. Stand up.
So, I guess it's a good idea to not visit the Great Wall of China in winter.
I actually found that out. Apparently there are some parts of the Great Wall that are like super elevated. Like insanely elevated. Like it's not just like a straight line at all. Like it gets even more elevated than this. Like it goes like whoop, like almost at a 90-degree angle. That's how elevated it is. It's insane. Bro, they damn near sent her to her grave. Dude, she looked like she was having a heart attack.
Her legs stopped working, so she had to complete the rest of the marathon by crawling.
Oh! Now you gotta buy it. Oh, look at him. That's a happy boy. Oh. My God, he's precious.
For some weird reason...
No, I want to see more. I want more. I want more. I think he's like, he wants it too. Look at that. He's like, it's a strawberry for me. I munch and a crunch. It's kind of insane how much these raccoons look like ferrets. They look so much like ferrets. They're just like bulky boys, you know?
For some weird reason, a bunch of kangaroos were
Bro, I would be more scared than anything. Kangaroos are assholes.
Following him.
And they can kill you too if you're not careful.
To help these people get over the flood that was in the road. I just found out that Japan has some really goofy trains.
What do I have to pay to ride this? That's the question. Even the inside of it is crazy. Look, it's like a step ladder all the way down into it. Huh. I mean, not a step ladder. Upstairs. The hell? Oh, that was it?
And I'll see you guys again very, very soon.
That's okay.
Later.
W Daily Dose of the Internet. Now we got Daily Dose of Petties. Let's go. Right here. This is where we're at right there.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Pets. This cat had enough of being on her shoulder.
Все. И наша паста готова. Да?
Hold on.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Pets. This cat had enough of being on her shoulder.
И все. И наша паста готова. Да? Ты мой кот-рататуй.
These puppies howl for the very first time.
Yep, I think I just died. Yep, I just died. Yep, that's it. I'm dead now. That was the best thing I've ever seen. We gotta see that one more time. I died from the cute just pouring out of this box. Oh.
This vet went to hang out with a cat in their cage.
Victoria? Yeah? Where are you? Nowhere. Winston Barchard is here. See the best boy?
Whoa! It's a ferret! It's a ferret, boy! It's a carpet shark!
Whoa! Whoa! You're gonna fall. I have to fold this still.
It's a danger noodle! Danger noodle!
So my wife went to
Yo!
looking for chickens.
No, he's dreaming of chickens, bro. He's got all the chickens.
I'm back with this. This is not a chicken for anybody who's wondering.
The dog did something wrong. What did he do wrong? He did something wrong. That's the look of, I'm sorry. What did he do wrong? He did something wrong. Look at him. Damn, we...
Well, it's raining.
Is that rain? It is rain. I thought it was like a waterfall or a sprinkler or something. Yo, that actually looks like a lot of fun. I love it when it rains out and it's daylight. It's like the best thing. Yo, that's insane.
The dog, Mum.
Don't think he's impressed. Do you think that's your friend for
No,
you?
he's not impressed at all.
Yo, that face!
When it gets
It's
in
just
there.
like,
Hello?
Hi!
What? I'm sorry. Did I disrupt you?
Do they always move like that? Is that even a thing? Do they move around like that? I mean, I know whenever they're attached to I didn't think that they could float around like that. What's going on here? Oh, the chicken wants the ball.
Ocean Javante Rodriguez St. Ellis, what are you doing in that tissue?
The hell is that name for a dog, bro? What?
Hey, what are you doing in that tissue? Ocean Javante Rodriguez St. Ellis, what are you doing in that tissue?
Why?
You don't do that.
Yo, he's the best boy ever. He's the best boy ever.
This cat perfectly blends into the marble flooring.
Oh my god, it does! There's a cat there! What? Yo! Why do people do that? Not gonna lie, that kind of pisses me off that people do that to their animals. Oh! Oh, it's the turtle! Oh, it's the turtle! It's the skateboard turtle! Yo! Yo, I've seen videos of this little turtle. He rides around on the little tech deck skateboard, and he goes fast. He goes real fast. That's a fast boy. Bro, every single video has music backdropped. Look at all the chew toys. Oh, that's his now. He dropped it. He's so close. If he just go over... Oh, no, he got in. Oh, man, look, it's the naked rat. It's the mole rat. You know what? If you have a cat, you have a reason to have the toilet paper roll the other way. That's why people do it now. When you have the toilet paper roll inside, it's because of the cat.
Just trying to go to the bathroom. Stop it, man. I need that. What are you doing? Get out of here. What is wrong with you?
Oh, a bird! Another one!
Get out of here.
He's got beads! We had rice for hours. The rice was not as harmful if they ate it. The beads are a bit much. He will put that animal will put those beads everywhere. Yes. Yes! 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 I didn't think... Yo, what is it with animals and the damn toilet paper, man? Bro, during COVID, or during COVID or like a hurricane, that is like a death sentence right there for whatever reason.
Bro. This cat went missing 3 days ago and just randomly decided to come home.
Yo.
Why?
These pets and their toilet paper are getting out of hand.
Are you kidding me? Oh. This is toilet paper. This is toilet paper. This is not play.
If the gas prices get any higher, it's when I have to use the car to put a saddle on him and ride him to the store.
God damn, you don't do that already? Jesus Christ. The size of that animal. That's not a damn dog, that's a horse. Bro, they went to the pet store and they was like, yo, give me the biggest thing you got. And they was like, here you go. One horse.
Hunter, what happened?
What is going on with this audio?
Happened? Did you rip a big... You don't hit me!
I'm actually very happy the dog did that, because this lady need to learn how to hold her damn phone. Whoa, what is that? Is that another cat? Yo, that cat fucked around and found out fully not to do that. Yo! That cat... It was
This cat
all
was getting chased
downhill.
in their own home until the big sister came out.
Yo! Yo! Oh, wait, give you a second, give you a second. Mm. Wait, what is this? Is this a pup cup? What is this? It's a chicken, bro. She brought a chicken to Starbucks to get a pup cup. He's not gonna remember that.
This is Angel for our first pup.
I can't stand people that do this. They have the dog, right? I can understand maybe having a dog that you carry around with you. But then like you get these people that are like, "Oh, now I've got this chicken that I'm going to carry around and act like it's my dog." And it's like, what are you doing? You can't train a chicken to like poop in specific areas. You can't train a chicken to like do certain things that are, you know, kind of required of a dog, like to like sit and not do anything, or, you know, to have it on a leash, or to not do whatever the hell this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this chicken is not a dog. I can't stand that. Because then you'll see people like that have like little pigs, right? They'll walk the pigs around in public, or like, what else is there? There's other instances of people trying to do this with like different types of animals, and it's like, dude, this is not conducive. No, these are not the same things.
Blue, don't do it.
Do it. Come on, buddy.
That is a fat lizard.
You got it.
What even is that?
I'm your new favorite. Come on.
That's not a monitor lizard. What is that?
Where do you think you're going with that?
That's got to be like the best dog on the planet. Are you kidding me? Carrying a basket around? Damn it. What is that? Is that a cat? What is that? Oh, it's a treat! Yo, I thought that was a cat's paw or something. I was like, what the fuck is that? Look at him. Look at... Oh, my God. Yeah! I've seen some shit, bro. He's like, I've been here for years. What is that? Oh! Yo! Oh! Oh, mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been fully made.
Closer. There you go. Is that better?
Oh, is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Oh! Oh, look at him!
Where are you taking it?
This is mine now.
Oh.
This is mine. Oh, look at the little puppy! Oh my God! It's so tiny. What the fuck is going on here? Bro, I feel like this is life. You sitting here trying to be all cute for the camera, right? And you doing your thing, and you getting like no views, and then you scrolling on like YouTube, right? Like this could be an example of me, like just trying to be like, oh, look at the, like, I'm doing great, guys. And then you go to this and you see people like what I had posted in the Discord of like that lady like being just fucking stupid, right? And like you think to yourself, am I doing the right things in life? Like am I really, is my luck just that bad to where this thing is like doing this? And I'm putting in all these hours and all this effort, and it's like you just scroll through shorts and you're just like, he has to have connections, right? He has to. has to have connections in YouTube. There's no way. Oh.
That was his ear.
Maybe I should say that the next time somebody calls me a bootlicker, I'll just call them a window licker. And it'll be like an inside stream thing. Oh! Oh! Play with me. Love me. I'm here. Oh, look at the little skunk. Ferrets do the exact same thing. Ferrets do the exact same thing. You're really not supposed to do that with their little teeth, but that looks like a baby. It should be okay, but... just let him have the carrot. Look at that boy. Look at him having fun. Arr, 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 arr. Arr, 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 arr. Oh, what a big boo-boo. What a big boobie. Big boobie.
It's time for breakfast, girl.
Oh. Carrots! Mine.
Boy. Pero, whoa, relax.
Bro, he's gonna eat that plastic and all. In order! Yes! 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 Yes, he's happy. He is content.
I don't
He will
think
make
he wants
all
to
of the
walk.
noise.
His favorite part of being walked. Because it itches his back. Look.
Oh, he's getting his back scratched.
Really?
Damn! Bro, if you eat it right here, you're done. That's it. You might as well pack it up. I hope you got your funeral sessions and service, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Where he has to peek over this wall to see what's on the other side. Let's see if he does it. There it is.
Oh, you gonna put it on so you can jump in. He about to jump, he about to jump.
Is that a shower? Oh my god, that's a shower. Yo, that shower's huge. What the? Dude, that's a room. That's like a closet. What? You could fit like 5 people in there.
This cat thought she had given birth, but was actually just stealing her friend's baby.
You didn't give birth yet, honey. She's not your kitten. Wheezy. Wheezy. Honey. Honey. Wheezy. Wheezy. Let her down. She's not your kitten, honey. You didn't give birth yet. I know, but you didn't give birth. She's not yours.
Yo, that turtle's just chilling. Oh. That's like the old Target dog. You remember the old Target dog, Spot? Or was that Staples? Let me see. My phone. I want to make sure I'm right. The old Target dog. Yep, nope, that's Bullseye. That's what he was called. He was called Bullseye. And he had like the Target rings on his eye. The red rings. That derpy ass.
No. No.
Ooh.
No.
That dog's like, yo. Yo.
No, it's not for you.
Give.
No.
Give. Yo, look at them. You. What even is that? Oh, it's the racist turtle. He's racist. Ah!
If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll probably like this one as well. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Like, I thought it was satire, but quickly realized by, like, the fourth paragraph, this was written earnestly. It's a meltdown and a temper tantrum about trash bins coming to New York City. The author writes about these bins.
Why? Have we really devolved that much into levels of degeneracy that we're getting mad over trash cans now? Really? Somebody's really crashing out because they're bringing trash cans to New York? Are you kidding me?
Like they're the Antichrist.
This has to
like
be
the
fake.
only bin this author seems to be familiar with.
No, I know who the Antichrist is in New York, and it's not any of the citizens.
Good terms with is the fucking loony bin. This shit is unhinged, acting like Satan himself is, you know, coming in to take away the trash bags, and unironically makes the argument that by having these designated receptacles for the trash bags instead of just haphazardly throwing trash bags on the street, you deprive New York City of a strong piece of its identity, a strong piece of its...
So living in trash and filth is a piece of its identity? Dude, this isn't India. This is New York. This is an American state. Like, what are we doing?
Character being trash on the street in the fucking colossal road.
You would actually be surprised how many third world countries just have trash everywhere. Just in the streets. Asmon looked at a train going on its tracks, right? And there was just trash in piles on both sides of the tracks in that country. Both sides. Just piles of trash.
That it attracts. Like I said, I thought it was a joke, but it is earnest. It's called Mayor Mamdani's plan to litter New York City with dumpsters must be stopped.
No. Why do you think... Hold on, wait a minute. Do y'all know where Walt Disney got most of his trash can ideas from? Like, where he has the placement of all of his trash cans? They said that he walked around the park and he would eat something, and then whenever he would be done eating it, right, he would immediately just drop it on the ground. And he would put a trash can right where he dropped it. That's literally what he would do. That's how we got all the trash cans all over the park.
Alright, Avengers Assemble. We have to ensure that we can continue to throw all of our trash bags, which get torn into by vermin constantly. It is important that we continue to flood the streets with garbage!
Morning,
Come on! Who's with
Charles.
me? Why are you booing? It's wild stuff that I just want to go through here. Now, this is not a new initiative from Mayor Mamdani. This was something that's actually been started years in the past. Something I even covered a little while ago. This is an initiative that's been underway. They've done like some test cases here and there throughout the last, I believe, 3 years. I think it started in 2023 with a slow rollout, and it's been like a long-term plan that's now starting to like snowball and really pick up steam here.
Pile it up, pick it up. Trash is in a constant
Well,
cycle
who the
around.
fuck wants to live like that, dude? Look at that shit. Look at that, man. Nobody wants to live like that. There's trash all over the damn street.
The city. A cleanup is coming. Trash containers are moving to the next phase citywide. They're called Empire Bins for buildings with more than 30 units.
It's been one of the...
Why don't they have dumpsters? They don't have those big blue dumpsters? That's a lot of people living in that. They don't have big blue... Like, how do they have so many buildings and so many tenants stacked up like that? They don't have dumpsters. Like, y'all remember, like, the chutes? So, like, in Home Alone, you could see the chutes that go from the top to the bottom area. In Home Alone 2 in New York, right? Lost in New York. There were chutes that would allow the construction workers to drop stuff out of the window and it would, like, be guided into the dumpster, right? Why don't they have that? They could have designated drop points in, like, the hallways and stuff that automatically drop straight to a big dumpster, like a big green dumpster or something. That gets picked up once a week or something. Like, what are we doing?
Best changes. I love it.
Adrian and her West Harlem neighbors have seen the bins for more than 2 years and the impact on the sidewalk.
We see less rodents on the street. It's cleaner. It's nicer.
Yeah.
And when you have guests from other states that come in and they see, it challenges the stigma that we are not a clean city because we're New York City.
This is coverage.
Well, yeah, they don't want people to move there. They want more places available so that way they could subsidize somebody else's living. I'm not going to say, well, so that way they can move more illegals in and get the government to pay for it.
From 8 months ago here, and I think she puts it beautifully. There are a lot of residents that are very appreciative of this because
he's so close, but he's doing it on purpose.
There's not
he's not bringing it up on purpose. I'll bring it up.
Over the street like it's, the Fallout universe in an apocalyptic setting here with all kinds of just filth just strewn all over the place, just littering the streets. It sucks. It is gross. I've been there a few times. That is a very real thing. Mm-hmm. So when this initiative rolled out, it was something that I paid attention to because I thought to myself, finally, it's about time. I can't believe it took this long. And now...
Mamdami is doing some good things.
That it's gaining a lot more steam. You have people like this guy here who are trying to get you to enthusiastically celebrate the trash bags everywhere and fight against the evil dumpsters. Like, I don't know how someone like this exists. Like, maybe...
I know how. They don't like change. Whenever something's broke, don't fix it. But whenever something is broke, you probably should fix it, huh? If there's trash everywhere causing bugs and rodents and probably disease, you should probably fix that. Seems problematic. I mean, we went from, like, pooping in our own homes to having, like, an irrigation system or, like, a system where we go out to the end of the road and poop at the side of the road, right? From our houses. And then we went from that into, like, the aqueduct system, and then the aqueduct system turned into the toiletry, right? I'm sure there was a few more iterations in between there, but come on, guys. Holy God.
Conway the Contaminist, that Occurs a Cowardly Dog, the guy who achieved immortality through just garbage, just eating sludge and living in squalor and filth. Like, maybe that's who wrote this. But anyway, let's just go ahead and read the opening paragraph, because, like I said, I thought this was satire. The year is 2032. You're on a date walking down a picturesque tree-lined street in Brooklyn. On the next block, the vibe is ruined by a standing army of fetid plastic dumpsters. Your date says, wow, I missed the days...
That's totally worse than having a bunch of fucking trash bags piled, like, freaking chest high, covered in rodents and rats and like, bugs. You know, that's totally so much worse. If when you're on a date, walking down the sidewalk, and you see just an army of plastic dumpsters. So much worse, guys. Let me tell you.
Black trash bags strewn across the sidewalk. I read that and I thought, oh, okay, he's taking the piss. This is going to be about, like, the people, like the maybe fringe weirdos out there that are going to miss the trash bags everywhere and the garbage littering the streets. But no, he is that person. Believe it or not, this will happen if we don't stop Mayor Mamdani's misguided Empire Bins plan, which, by the way, it's not even his plan. This is something that has been slowly rolling into effect for at least a couple of years.
Oh, okay, good.
Dumpsters everywhere.
So I'm not going to give it to Mamdami then, because that wasn't Mamdami. Somebody behind the scenes is actually doing what they're supposed to do for the city.
You guys are going to miss the rats and the garbage when it's not there.
No.
Yeah, listen.
If you have a roach infestation and your apartment is spotless, but it's because of the tenants around you, You don't find that problematic? Because that'd piss me off. That would piss me off. Right? You have a spotless apartment, looks great, and you still got a roach infestation because of the lazy pieces of shits around you? That pissed me off. Then what are we doing here? Like, oh, come on, piece of crap.
Everywhere these plastic bins, this plastic rats in the garbage when it's not there. Yeah, listen. Dumpsters everywhere, these plastic bins, this plastic menace.
Is it plastic? Is that what he's crying about?
It's gonna take all of our beautiful trash from the streets and all of these behemoth.
I love hearing somebody complain about plastic as they put all of their stuff in a plastic trash bag. Shut the fuck up. If you are using a trash bag, shut up. Don't talk to me about no plastic.
Rodents that we've come to know and love and call friends and family. Like, we can't let that happen. It'll be so much worse. Can you even imagine such a dystopia where our trash isn't just randomly out on the streets contaminating everything? Please, we must be able to continue to pollute the streets with our garbage. Now here the pigman accidentally almost made a decent point. So he's talking about the proposed dumpsters, how they're going to be like a permanent fixture here, whereas like the garbage on the streets is only occasionally. You only occasionally have to dodge trash bags and rats, but here they'll be around permanently. It's expected to take time as it will require changing collection routes. More importantly, the move stands to ultimately eliminate around 30,000 parking spaces, or about 1.5% of the city's total. That's what I'm talking about, where he almost tickles the little nipple there of a decent point, where since there are going to be so many of these bins going out, it is going to take up parking spaces, which are in short supply in New York City. That's
the only problem that I see with this is that the bin should be bigger, because when you have a pile of trash like that, and you see that little bin, you know instantly that that's just not going to cut it. That's the only argument that I could see. I would advocate for bigger bins, but this idiot's not trying to advocate for that. He's trying to advocate for literal piles of trash in the middle of the street. Right?
Finding a parking spot in New York's like finding a fucking unicorn. Like, it is like very difficult. So he's not wrong there, and maybe that's something that they should try and work.
The amount of people that I saw trying to take a sledgehammer to those new like parking machines, it's pretty funny. Even when you find a parking spot, the machines don't work.
Around and find new ways of accommodating parking spaces, because I think this is a necessity. I don't think this is.
I feel like if you were to if you looked at where most of the income comes in from New York, I feel like over half of it would come from the amount of parking tickets that are just in New York alone. Like, they have to be making a killing on parking tickets, bro. There's no way.
New York desperately needs some shit like this. It is gross, man. You've probably heard me blabber numerous times about New York City, because I've been there a handful of times, and every time I've hated it. It's been miserable. It's in my top 3 least favorite places in the country. It's New York City, Los Angeles, and Miami. You've probably heard me jibber-jabber about the poop chimneys, as I call them. They're the orange and white smokestacks that they have, like, basically pumping this steam out into the city, like, above traffic and everything. But it smells like complete, total asshole. So every time I would be walking around at night in the city, and those puppies come into the equation, it's like a raid boss fight with my nostrils, battling these fumes, this intense methodus of fart and death. And since the way New York City is designed, every street basically feels like a wind tunnel. So often, especially at night when they really like to bust these bad boys out, I could just turn a corner and then all of a sudden my eyes start melting like that guy in SpongeBob when SpongeBob stinks and thinks he's ugly. Like, it really did just feel dirty. And there is trash bags everywhere. So this feels like a no-brainer.
You know that it's a problem when you've got rats coming out of the sewer and eating the garbage. Straight up. Like, if you've got like a massive, like, large scale infestation of rodents like that, that means that the trash is obviously a problem, right? Something has to be done. And if he's talking about, because I've never been to New York, and I didn't even occur to me that it could stink like that. That's obviously a problem, bro. Like, come on.
to start combating that problem. Those problems, really, because it's not just one problem. The trash bags are a terrible, disgusting thing, but it also creates additional problems of, like, the rats and all of that. So this does effectively combat those things. It's not just like some kind of band-aid solution. This does actually really directly help in those areas. It gets the trash bags just off the sidewalks and everything, off the streets, and it makes it harder for the rats to get into it and shit. So, like, it does do a lot of good here. And somehow, weirdos and freaks are still finding a way to be mad about it? Now, immediately, Cesspool Superman abandons a decent point about, like, parking being impacted by this to go to what he believes to be the more important thing that's threatened, which is the aesthetics. He now starts...
Because, you know, a big pile of trash bags on a New York City street really makes it feel like home, guys. Didn't you know that?
Arguing, genuinely, actually, like, with his real full soul, arguing how important the aesthetics of the trash bags on the streets and all that garbage is to the character of New York. These dumpsters, it is important to use this word because that is what they will be in practice,
They're dumpsters,
will drastically alter the visual streetscape of the city. Yeah, for the better, man. Dude wants it to look like a landfill, I guess. Like, it is much better to have all the trash bags in one location there in those bins than just all over the street being broken into by rodents and shit. The main problem is that these dumpsters will be on the street 24/7. Currently, trash bags are typically on the street 2 mornings each week, with only a handful of weekend routes. Yes, these bags smell and attract rats, but there's no guarantee that the dumpsters will fully alleviate either problem. Instead, they will introduce worse problems. The bins will contribute to the sense of New York becoming more sanitized each day, where it's gentrified and perhaps physically cleaner, but losing its character and history. Words well spoken.
Character and history? Character, and you want New York City to be characterized in history by the trash bags that are piled up on the side of the street? Seriously? Bro, we got to do something about this voting problem. Like, we got to. We have to. Like, it violates my human rights to know that this person can vote. It does. It's insane to me. Like, holy crap. This hurts my soul. It does.
Of Loserville. Like, this is actual stupid town spokesperson coming forward here, chirping up. What? I don't even know where to begin here with that. That it contributes to New York being sanitized and losing a piece of its character and history. It's garbage on the street, brother. Like, that is not a good part of its character. Like, that's... As that resident pointed out, like, that is a big stigma, and it's something that's really, like, embarrassing and something that a lot of people want fixed. And not only is it embarrassing, it is just, like, kind of a dangerous thing, too. Like, it is not only just gross and disgusting, it does carry other ancillary problems that stem from that, too. And it does actually alleviate that. You can look at all of the data, which there is an ample supply of. Like I said, they've been rolling this out.
Well, they're not going to waste. Well, never mind.
For a handful of years now, like a little bit, they do have the data to confirm that it does actually help combat the rodent problem and everything. So you're just wrong with that. Like, it does actually do a good job there. And sanitizing New York, like getting trash off the street and all these black trash bags that are often just leaking and broken into, that's a good thing. Like, that's something to celebrate. That's long overdue.
I mean, think about, like, what it's going to do to the rodent infestation as well. Like, if you get a bunch of rats and they can no longer get as much food, then they're probably going to start dying off quicker, right? Because they won't have access to the food like they used to. Those plastic bins will have the trash, a lot of the trash in it. So, like, it will disrupt a lot of the rodent population that's there that come out from the dregs of the freaking sewer to get it, you know? Or, like, not the dregs, but, like, the deepest, darkest bowels of the sewer.
I wants it to just actually look like a landfill, I guess. He even does begrudgingly admit that in their launch there in West Harlem, it did reduce the reports of rats, but then goes on to say, but it's limited as a case study. Like, okay, man. No, there's plenty more data, by the way. We will have fewer cars and more dumpsters. The initial images of the pilot show pristine dumpsters on a nondescript street with scaffolding. This is not an accurate depiction of New York, nor what the dumpsters will look like on a typical street, even though the plan is to power wash them regularly. No matter how the dumpsters end up looking in practice, even if they end up looking like a fucking construction site porta potty on the outside,
It
that
won't
is an
matter.
improvement over just the trash bags that are
The guy's still gonna cry about it.
all over the
It's
place,
just-
constantly just emitting this foul odor and just being easily accessible to the rodents and everything and carrying all kinds of problems. Having just this designated receptacle for them is, no matter how you spin it, a huge improvement
Yeah, it
there.
is.
The next paragraph actually kind of had me giggling pretty hard, though, where immediately he goes, "Nothing here can exist without promptly getting bashed in, graffitied, or splattered with swill." Basically just saying, like, New Yorkers are cavemen, so anytime something is introduced here, like these bins, it's just going to immediately just get blasted, graffitied, pissed on, whatever.
Then you take them and put them in jail. If you got somebody graffitiing a dumpster, put them in jail for like a year. When they get out, give them like 200 hours of community service cleaning up graffiti. That's what you do. You actually put punishment behind the laws that are being broken, and you'd be surprised how quickly this changes.
Trash cans in busy areas all over the city overflow regularly with adjacent heaps of garbage piling up beside them. These dumpsters, which will be only accessible to building staff using an access card that will definitely never break, undoubtedly will face the same fate. If the bins malfunction, they stand to welcome the very rats they're meant to
And
stay.
by the way, you would want this person to spend a year in jail and have to do 200 hours of community service, because you know who has to pay to get that graffiti taken off of the dumpsters that idiot decided to put on there? You do, as taxpayers. Even if you don't live in New York, you have to pay for that.
Off into a Whole Foods smorgasbord of fresh artisanal garbage. That's a complete moot point, though, because that's already happening with the trash bags on the streets and has been for a long time. This is immediately just an obstacle for that. So even if they do break and malfunction and rats do get in them, it's going to be in significantly less quantity and significantly less frequent than how it currently is, because how it currently is like just the way the world works there. There is nothing you can do to stop rats from just getting into loose trash bags. But here, if rats get in, it's because of a malfunction. It's because something went wrong.
Think about like how many, I guarantee you garbage men probably get bit by rats all the time that have diseases and stuff. Like, I think about how often they have to deal with that, right? They catch a disease from these damn rats that are all over the bags and stuff, right? Like, think about how much safer it is too. They're not having to pick up all those trash bags. They let the dump truck do it themselves, right? Like those big mechanical arms that pick up the dumpster and then dump it in the back. They don't have to worry about picking up a bag and something sharp sticking them like a needle or something like that, right? I mean, just overall, the genuine quality of life thing. They're getting an update, guys, and some idiot is mad that they're getting an update. Like, what is this?
That can be fixed to keep them out again. Like, I don't know why he can't grasp that simple concept. But this is a New York journalist here who's just immediately just...
It's because he's not getting paid to grasp that simple concept. He's getting paid to make sure the city stays a shithole. So that way what they can do is make Americans leave and then import their third worlders to take up all the jobs and slowly but surely turn it into a foreign country. So that way that's one less state they have to take over. That's why. He's not getting paid to write an article about how good the dumpsters are. He's getting paid to write an article about how the dumpsters are bad, and that even though the statistics show that the rats are diminishing, the smell is going away, and that it looks nicer and cleaner, that it's still bad for the community somehow, magically. That's why.
So this is an interview with Christopher Nolan about the
Man, oh man.
Odyssey. I saw a lot of people talking about
So, funny enough, the score on Rotten Tomatoes of the Odyssey, people are coming forward and saying that they're bought and paid for. Hardcore, like the audience reviews. Not only are they paid for, but they're also removing negative comments on the site itself of the Odyssey. So
this has 14 million views. Holy shit.
Hello, Mr. Nolan?
And other review sites for the Odyssey movie kind of prove that.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Filmmakers are bards of the modern age, just like the Greeks know of Odysseus because of Homer's narratives. We know of the Batman, the Joker, and Oppenheimer because of your narratives. Homer tells stories of distant past. So Homer's tone was celebratory. It was victorious. He celebrates the victory of the war, and your tone is emphatically not. My first question is, does that say something?
It's sad that we have a I don't know if she's Chinese or Japanese, but she's not Korean. That knows more about our history than this guy sitting in this chair making $1 billion movie.
Something about our age. Are you a bard for a civilization at dusk?
What an insanely great question. Why the fuck did you shift the idea? Like, do you really think that the Greeks returning home from the Trojan War, they were like, oh man.
For me, I don't think I'm completely at odds with the way Homer's telling the story when you look at it from a sort of historical perspective.
Really? You're not at odds at it whenever you make Helen of Troy black?
Having worked on Oppenheimer before this, which is very much a film about the end of the world, it definitely carried that sensibility into this adaptation of the Odyssey.
One thing that captured me was that the concept of atonement doesn't exist in Greek culture. It doesn't exist in the Greek language. It doesn't exist in Homer's Odyssey. It exists in your Odyssey. Yeah. A natural question that
Yo, this lady is tearing this dude a new asshole. Interviewer.
I had to do Christianize the Odyssey. Why did atonement become important?
I'm so glad that, like, isn't it so fucking annoying that we have to rely on the Chinese to uphold Western civilization?
I think it's a really good question. Right? I think the idea of atonement, in a way, is what we bring as viewers to the story. I don't know whether there really is atonement in the film. It's not a deliberate attempt to, for example, Christianize it, but it's an outgrowth, or it's a natural conclusion of burrowing in on this philosophical idea of what happens when you break Zeus's law.
We live in an age that demands apology from greatness.
Yeah.
That's the thing. She's absolutely right. We live in a day and age where our greatness as a Western culture, they want to demand us to be apologetic for what our ancestors did. No. I'm not going to do that. Sucks to suck.
We live in an age that demands apology from greatness. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Great storytellers, when they portray greatness, and Homer celebrates it. We turn greatness into privileges, and we demand apologies for it.
You know why America's the best country in the world? Because we went and took everybody else's stuff. That's why. That's why we're the greatest country in the world. And now that obviously they want our stuff.
Hollywood, and I'm just wondering if, as one of the greatest storytellers of our age, is it still a story of apology?
When you're talking about storytelling, you're always in conversation with the expectations of the audience. So it really is an energy that's brought from the audience as well as an energy that's put forward from the story itself. Yeah. Are we going to treat greatness as an absolute, or coming from a democratic, coming from a more idealized philosophical state that we live in today's world, where we want to view
It's absolute. Yeah, I don't like this outlook.
You people as equal. Do we have to apologize for that greatness? And the answer is
people aren't equal.
Yes, we do. Or the audience rejects the greatness.
As you were speaking, first of all, I like how
the audience rejects the greatness. I think that he disproves this by himself with his own Batman movies. Bruce Wayne is the quintessential great man. This is a guy that has everything in life. He could have anything that he could want in the world, and he still gives back, and he still is Batman. And I think that really that is the idea of the great man. Really not a fan of this interview. You know, the idea of apologizing for greatness, etc. Chinese communists have more love and deep-seated respect for Western civilization than Westerners. Think about that. That's because a lot of the people in China, do you really think they don't know what the Odyssey is? Do you really think that they don't know?
Everybody in the world knows about the Odyssey, unless you're living under a rock or without electricity your entire life, right? Everybody knows what the Odyssey is. It's one of the greatest stories ever told.
In history and what happened, of course they fucking know about it. Like, duh.
The thing is like, the Odyssey is supposed to be inspirational. It's supposed to be like Odysseus is supposed to be somebody you look up to. Even in great harsh times, there's always this sliver of hope that allows you to push through and become great, right? Well, he had few people at the battle, but because he used the Trojan horse to get on the other side of the wall, he was able to kill them while they slept. Right? And won the war. It is the greatness, the heroism of it that they want to zap away from the American culture to demoralize it so they can colonize us. And they're pushing it into our media. It's exactly what it is. And the more that you say it, the more that people are going to wake up to it. So you should be saying that every time you see something like this.
So, yeah, of course they're going to see that stuff. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Boop. So this is what Andrew Tate. We watched him get arrested.
Real trouble.
Indeed, it was from the foreign country he came from, where he got extradited. So
Today we're getting into the objective law around Andrew and Kristen Tate's arrest and their pending extradition. Of course, this is a legal mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American.
They had
attorney.
some trouble in a foreign country. They got arrested, and then they whenever they got out, they immediately flew back to America. I don't know if it's the FBI or the CIA went and picked them up and is extraditing them back to that country so they can face their charges.
And extradition is a very interesting topic, especially for me as somebody who lives abroad. So it's something we're going to dive deep into today and tell you stuff that really no one on the internet is talking about right now, but is extremely relevant. So Andrew and Tristan Tate, they're being accused in multiple venues, but the UK charges and pending extradition is the main thing we're going to focus on today, because that's the battle ahead of them right now. Right now, they're not in the UK. They're not facing those charges and evidence yet.
They will be.
They have to be in the US fighting this extradition. And whether you're pro-Tate or anti-Tate,
I don't think it matters, because, like, at the end of the day, if you are facing charges in a foreign country, even if you're an American citizen, the fact that they even allowed you to get out of jail, like bail out per se, is kind of impressive, considering that you're a flight risk. You're a flight risk automatically, like, because you're just going to leave the country.
it really doesn't matter. This is about the law. So let's get into the background for those that don't know about the Romanian case. They were arrested in 2022, charged with organized crime, trafficking, and SV. We're going to say that for YouTube. The indictment...
Dang, dude, even legal mindset.
It was sent back to prosecutors in Romania to fix procedural and structural flaws. So what this means is the actual trial in Romania is not happening right now. It's on pause. That's why they were allowed to go, because this is not proceeding right now. The trial is not going on right now. However, they are expected to go back to Romania to face the trial or charges, etc. in the future when Romania eventually fixes the flaws in the case. And I do believe they will eventually do that and proceed. But now we have the UK charges, and this is the big one. This is the real battle for the Tate brothers. So Andrew Tate, and we're going to break it down brother by brother here. Andrew Tate faces 42 charges, and this is the number, 42. This is really...
That's a lot.
Throwing a lot.
And it doesn't look good whenever you immediately flee to your country, dude. Like, what?
Lot of charges at them here. We're talking about the R word, multiple counts, trafficking, actual bodily harm. Of course, we're talking about legal definitions here, right?
R word. We have to say the R word now, guys. Man, YouTube really don't believe in that freedom of speech, huh? That First Amendment don't exist on YouTube. We got to say the R word? What? That's crazy.
Stuff and offenses related to indecent images, right, spanning from 2010 to 2017. So this is very serious charges. Now, one important thing is none of those charges are inherently political. This isn't, for example, jailing them over mean tweets or memes or etc. or what their words were. These are actual acts, and that's very important to the analysis here under extradition law. Tristan Tate is facing similar but less. So he's facing very, very serious charges as well, but less than Andrew. So when you look at extradition, this is something that most people don't study, most lawyers aren't paying attention to, because it's something you don't deal with commonly, especially for people in the United States. They're not hearing about extradition. But as somebody who lives abroad, this is something you do indeed hear about, and you'll hear in the news there might be a criminal out there, some fugitive, and they get extradited. And that's something that you hear about, especially when you live abroad, these cases which they do. Most people don't know that. They have offices in other countries and they catch abroad. So between the UK and US specifically, there is a treaty. So all these countries all around the world, you either have an extradition treaty or you don't. But the US and UK definitely have a treaty. In fact, it was updated in 2003, which brings its credible offense. So that means it's serious.
What he's saying here is that in order to be extradited to a country that you fled from, where you face charges as an American, or vice versa, right? If the UK has somebody that we want in our prison to face like that's over there that we need them to face charges, we have like a treaty between the two countries, and we can go get that person, right?
Right. It's not.
That's basically what he's talking about.
In important religious law that says if you offend against a certain religion, then that's punishable, or do something that's blasphemous, right? We're not going to extradite for that, right? So it's got to be something that's mirrored in both countries, right? And this is all what the US is a derivation. It comes from American. Somebody that's getting deported from the UK and sent to the US, that's probable cause. Is there probable cause? The standard is reasonable suspicion. So this is information sufficient to justify arrest and charge under UK law. So essentially, they've been able to file the charges. That's enough.
Okay.
Are completely unjustified, which, we'll see a clip in a second. The Tates can contest that, and I think their lawyer, which, we'll see a clip in a sense, okay, they can try to push post standard. They're going to meet the sufficient evidence clause. Now we got political offense.
With the creation of
talking about Tate, because the Tate's lawyer has been going on podcasts talking about Tate forming a political party and how he wanted to run for PM.
With the creation of the Bruff Party, was that also something that like agitated the situation?
Yeah, a legitimate party with lots of followers.
Now, as far as I know, this is mostly just an internet meme and mostly just him talking about it. He didn't take the formal steps, as far as I know, that to go out and actually form a real political party and actually start funding that and campaigning and real of that. What do you actually do to start a political movement? And what the Tate's lawyer is trying to do here is he is trying to fall into the political offense exception to prevent extradition. This is a very
That's not going to happen.
Rule. It protects individuals.
That's not going to happen.
If there's a civil war in a country, right, and one side of the civil war is saying, hey, you need to deport or extradite, you need to send these people out who are on the other side. The rep do with that. We're not going to choose sides here. We're going to stay neutral in your internal affairs. So what actually happens is, and this process is very important, is that the U.S. federal judge holds an extradition hearing and decides whether the person is extraditable under the treaty or not. So they go through the elements: dual criminality, probable cause, is there a political offense, streaming on the internet, saying that really isn't that they're coming up to. So evidence. If the judge rules it's extraditable, the case goes to Secretary of State. The second, which
Rubio.
is Marco Rubio.
Marcus Rubius, that's right.
Secretary of State has the sole unreviewable discretion to order a person's surrender or refuse. So right now, a lot of people that are back on Rubio saying, hey, Rubio, this guy, which is true. So a lot of reasons why Rubio is probably not going to stop this. First of all, there really has only been one winning defense, and this is one time. So since 2007, and involving a British.
So it kind of seems like they're just trying not to get sent to the UK, but I don't really think they're going to be able to get out of that because they have to face the charges in the UK court, whether they like it or not. So let's just move on from that. There's not really a whole lot going on with that anyway. Give me 1 second to use the bathroom. All right, we bake.
Because USAID is gone.
He throws the bottle of water. Why doesn't it go both ways?
I got it. Free Blues TV.
Relax your wrist, sir. There we go.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
On his way out. Gone.
They're protecting a Nazi and they're gonna arrest me.
Oh, you're protecting a Nazi, obviously. Everybody against me is a Nazi, and you're not gonna sit here and body shame somebody. But point out the elephant in the room that is, I don't think you're stopping many Nazis. I don't think you're beating fascism. I don't think you're going after a tyrannical government or evil ICE agents when you're built like this. I think this is all just virtue signaling.
It sucks, doesn't it? You don't have to say anything until you're lawyer. You don't have to say anything. Observers.
I have a cruiser card. I have a
legal observers. The only thing I am interested in is other people getting arrested. Someone
And is that the DSA shirt? So she's really wearing a communist shirt, a high vis.
Hold on, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, so we saw this video of this guy getting arrested. We saw that.
And this girl.
I think what happened here is that he threw something at a crowd of counter-protesters because, you know, they do the same thing they do in debates whenever they don't get what they want. They just lie and they cheat, right? And then they try to hurt you or threaten you. That's typically what they do.
The point of is be antagonizing ICE, which has servers and good server.
Is that all this video is? It's just this.
Over any foreign nation. Right. So I did this thing not knowing it's entirely D went under.
I'm just mad you let him yell the N-word, bro.
Mean words are mean, but they're not illegal.
This dude said, I'm hateful because I'm America first. He said America is hateful.
Why is he hateful? Because he's America first.
So there's this thing called humanity, where you've got people in other countries from other places.
So, what's your point? What's your point? Who cares? Just because you're born in a third world country doesn't mean that you can just go to a better country. Why don't you stay in your own country and fix it? We could help them. Why aren't you advocating for that? Why aren't you advocating for us to fix their country? That would make more sense instead of just taking on infinity, like, people. Why? Like, what?
What?
And if you hate them,
no.
It doesn't have anything to do with hating them. I have a life that I want to live, that I want to enjoy. And if they want the same thing, then they should advocate for it or fight for it in their own government like we had to do, like, years ago. Hello?
Well, loving America is like a Mexican loving Mexico. Koreans can love Korea, but the only time that saying, hey, a Japanese guy loves Japan isn't making a statement on Nigerians. But when you love America,
that's the problem,
making
right?
a statement against other races.
Yeah.
We don't hate them. We just care about our country first. We put our country
in the
priority.
name.
You know why our country's first is because we live here. We don't live in another country. We don't live there, man. We live here.
Foreign national over.
Oh, by the way, there is new information about all the Antifa groups being linked together. All these protests that have been happening all over the country like this. There is even more information that's coming forward from our government that is showing that they are all linked. They're just trying to figure out where the money's coming from.
Right, so
how is that hateful? American. I'm an American, bro. You don't think Japanese people are putting their people first? You don't think they're putting their people first?
Nice to see you.
Japan celebrated our 250th anniversary. Like,
shouldn't be controversial.
All right, so there's a crush of police from Kirkland, Washington here. You have private security. So there's a tremendous amount of security here this evening for this Erica Kirk event.
Fucking great. Yeah. Like that. Like, what's the story about like the Japanese on like those outlier islands that the war was ended? Like they nuked a couple cities and then they surrendered. But a couple small pockets of Japan.
Oh, by the way, you should know that it was either Hamas or Hezbollah agreed to disarm in Gaza like 2-3 days ago. So the Gaza Strip may actually go back to being a normal place once all the terries are out, you know?
And soldiers still fighting the war, not knowing that the keep us alive, arrest roulette. Not one more penny for ICE and Border Patrol thugs. Again, like I'm certain they have a locked door at their home. I'm certain they...
Also, the ties that I was just mentioning earlier, they're also linking that to the Maduro protests and stuff like that. The issue is that we are finding out more and more information about a lot of these protests being paid for, which is a huge problem.
Have gates around there. I'm certain they know what borders are, but they abolish ICE. Woman breaks down in tears after saying F ICE, only get flooded with thousands of comments supporting ICE.
I do content creation and I love it.
It doesn't look like you love doing content creation. It looks like you're pretty miserable, and again, it is rough to do current events, but I mean, you gotta have some thick skin for it.
But I posted a photo yesterday.
Such a loving post saying, at the Supreme Court, Stephen Miller, a certain country, colonialism, corporate America, the Epstein classes lets me know that you are totally controlled by the left-wing narrative. The billionaires, it's time we revolt, and this is her standing in front on rollerblades, standing in front of a one of those places that you buy ice. So brave and bold and impactful for you to post this. Like, why would you even do this? 291 likes, but 581 comments. I think this is Facebook. Yeah, I don't think this is working out the way you thought it was.
There were just hundreds of people in the comments.
If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Don't make posts on the internet if you're not ready for the backlash that you might receive.
So you have no problem saying, hey, Stephen Miller in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has, what is it? I would say a majority of liberal justices. This is the way things have been shaken down. But you are angry at the Supreme Court, so you can take the hate comments?
Hundreds of people in the comments.
Because the real world isn't Reddit.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the real problem here. That's the real problem, right? Is that, like, places like YouTube that don't believe in the First Amendment, places like Twitch that don't believe in the First Amendment, places like, I don't know about Instagram, I haven't really had any problems, places like TikTok where they don't believe in the First Amendment, it's easier to suppress the people that are, you know, saying the truth and allowing radicals like this to sit here and cry like a little baby on the internet. But whenever you get to a place like X, it's all she wrote. X is the only true platform that believes in true freedom of speech, which is great, right? It's great. It's awesome. They ban people that threaten you because threatening somebody is not a form of freedom of speech. And if you think that it is, maybe you should learn how to read, or maybe even actually just sit down and read the Constitution. Maybe it might be impactful for you. You know, you might learn something. Who knows? But whenever you're not being allowed to sit here in your little baby zone and being sheltered from the rest of the world is going to tell you exactly what they think about it. And that's a fact. And here's the thing, is that more and more people are rewording what they're saying to sound less like advocate of violence, like on like places like YouTube and stuff, but they're still basically saying the same thing. You've got assholes like me that are just like, yeah, I'm not going to say what I really think because YouTube doesn't believe in freedom of speech. Literally, that's the reason why I can't say what I think. I could say it on X, but I can't say it here.
You know what? Yes, Angelo. Luxury beliefs. That's exactly what this all is.
It is a luxury belief.
If you are
and it's not even a luxury belief. It's a paid-for luxury belief.
Barely struggle and survive. You got to walk a mile to get fresh water. You couldn't feed your family all 7 days of the week.
Oh, and by the way, guys, this currently affects content creators on YouTube. I don't know how it is affecting YouTube as a whole, but there has been a mass leaving of advertisers on YouTube, yet again, that nobody's talking about. Maybe YouTube should give people back their freedom of speech before it's too late. Hell, it may already be too late. You know what I'm saying? Go woke, go broke, big dog. Go woke, go broke.
You wouldn't have enough time to...
Every dog has its day, no matter how big of a titan you think you are.
Get your rollerblades on, go in front of the ice machine and say, you know, F Stephen Miller and F the Supreme Court. You know, I'm angry about all this stuff. No, these are luxury things that only capitalism provides you.
Calling me the most horrible things that you could ever think of.
And sad to say, mean words are bad.
It's crazy to hear somebody crying about this, but look at the stuff she posted. Look at the stuff she posted. Like, you posted this. You flagged for PvP, and now you're sad and mad that you got PvP. Like, what did you expect? It's kind of crazy that even people on Facebook are pushing back on this now too. If people on Facebook are pushing back, bro, there's no way. There's no way. You don't even see, like, news feeds of protests anymore. You don't see anything about the protests. Ever since that information came out that the protests have been paid for, the legacy media hasn't even attempted to cover it. And that is probably a mix of them finding out that it was paid for and a mix of them being so damn violent and radical that the media isn't willing to risk an anchorman going out there and recording anything, regardless of what station it's from. Right? Even they arrested a protester because they threw stuff at a counter protester. Come on, like
Supreme Court, so you can dish it. You can say words.
That shit wears on your soul.
It does. It does. It's odd.
How do you think ICE feels? Why do you think they wear face masks so their families don't get doxxed and they don't get doxxed?
But again, if you can't take hate,
I have no sympathy for somebody like I have zero sympathy. Zero. I have no sympathy for her. Not an ounce of sympathy. Not a friggin' ounce.
Nowadays. Zero fucking shame.
Scalping. Now, it's definitely one of the corniest things going on the internet right now. If you don't know by now, scalpers are pretty much people who just mass buy items and just resell them. And they would just get their
go check out The Duck on YouTube. Go check out Duck. Hey, The Duck. Don't be that guy, man. If you want me to take the stream down or the video down, let me know. Just email me. Emails in the description of the YouTube channel. Just go on and send me that there, and I will gladly take this down. Saw your video, Asmongold reacting to it, based Asmongold. Hopefully you're just as based, The Duck. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. Hit me up, man. Send me an email. I check it daily. I try to check it daily. Sometimes I miss out on it, right? Sometimes it happens. But please, by all means, guys in the chat, check out this guy on YouTube.
hands on majority of the stock, so nobody else was able to buy it at the regular price. So I guess people, if they wanted the item, they'd be forced to go to them and they get a crazy margin off it. If you really think about it, it's pretty lame. But one of the main things that gets scalped that I've even talked about before is Pokemon. It's got people fighting tooth and...
Yeah, but some people tried to do it with Yu-Gi-Oh, but the market for Yu-Gi-Oh just isn't there. It's just not there.
Machines trying to like shove each other for packs. I'm good, bro.
Costco Pokemon card fight.
It's insane. Yeah, look at that. Look. People have been shot doing this. People have had multiple fights doing this. Man, they've even fought with store employees. It's insane. It's literally insane.
Like, imagine going to
it's over a child's card game
and seeing this shit just casually. And some people will deadass throw hands over boxes, over a goddamn...
No, someone was shot. Someone has been shot over this.
Pokemon tin. Pokemon scalper crashes out after cutting in line and being denied checkout.
There's been a line there.
All right. Alright, these 3 seconds already say enough. I know it's not really a crash out, quote unquote. He's not screaming at the top of his lungs.
It doesn't matter. If you act like this, you go up to the counter and you immediately throw a box of cards because you're mad you can't buy it, you should just be put in jail. They should just immediately arrest this guy and put him in jail for like, I don't know, like a week. And then let him out on like 200 hours of community service. That's what they should do.
The crash out's brutal. Like, yo, you are
You want to sit there and act like a Neanderthal? It's time to start treating you like a Neanderthal.
grown-ass man.
Exactly.
Acting like a spoiled kid. Like, why do we have grown dudes in public acting like...
Because it's being permitted, that's why. They're not facing any actual repercussions for this. They've been pampered their entire life. They've been handed everything they want. They crash out because they're not getting what they want, and then their parents give it to them.
Absolute babies. I guarantee you there were actual children in that line that acted more mature than this guy. I mean, let that sink in. In the middle of Target, on a tantrum, dude's in his like mid-30s, late 30s. Shit's sad. And then Buddy just started playing Ultimate Frisbee out of nowhere. I don't know, he could have hit somebody in the head with that thing for all I know. Pokemon scalpers set up shop right outside of Target.
Yeah, no, they camp the Target.
Some of the most insane scalping I've ever seen in my life. So I'm at Target in the card section. Obviously, there is no Pokemon. It's all taken up. But
I kind of wonder if they're not doing the same thing to Magic the Gathering, because like whenever we were going around looking for Magic the Gathering cards, we couldn't find them anywhere.
Yo, this shit would be so depressing to look at. Like, I know my days of collecting Reshiram EX tins and Kyogre EX tins, I would be sad, man. Like, the amount of funds I would have to save up is crazy because of these goddamn scalpers, hypothetically. Now, I'm sure scalping existed when I was 7 years old, but it was not this big of a problem.
we take 5 steps outside. We get here and look at these prices.
They really have a whole ass store outside of Target. They bought the store damn near. That's probably all the stock Target had right there. They really just opened up a brand new business for this shit. This is genuinely sad. And the Eevee box is going for $160. I don't know if that's like insane. I don't really
that's what they
keep
do.
an eye on that stuff. But if I had to have that much motion when I was 7 years old, bro, yeah, forget it, man. I would have never collected Pokemon cards in the first place. But Pokemon cards aren't the only item being scalped in 2026.
No, there's a lot. Games, collectibles. They tried doing the same thing with the PlayStation. PlayStation finally became wise to this and decided that they were gonna, make it one per household per. It was like one per household, right? So if you go on PlayStation and buy like a collector's edition anything, it's one per household and that's it.
Thing is being scalped.
The scalpers completely stopped trying to scalp Sony products.
Even AP swatches? I don't even know what this is, bro. Like, you know the rabbit holding the clock? That's what this shit reminds me of. Now, when I looked up AP swatch online, $786.
What?
On StockX for the green one. $786.
What is that? What is
Personally,
that?
for me, that's a...
Like, it's not even like a watch. It's like some kind of pocket watch or something, right? Why would you want this?
The green one.
Who the hell buys a watch anymore? You have a phone. Just look at your phone.
$6 for that. Personally, for me, that's a $5 purchase. But it's AP. Everybody wants ice, so they want it. And just like every other item that has any demand, scalpers just lose their mind over them. And same deal, they waited in line at the stores probably like 2, 3 a.m.
You can't even have the argument of like, well, maybe it's for like a interview or something to look nice. But like that one... That's not even a watch. That's not a pocket watch. I mean, that's not a wristwatch. A pocket watch. You literally have a pocket watch to tell time. Like you have like this green piece of plastic rubber thing like laced to your belt loop. Nobody's gonna think that you're serious, right? There's no way. They're gonna be like, oh man, look at that guy with that plastic. Like I can understand if it was like a gold pocket watch with a gold chain, right, on a black suit. That looks kind of snazzy. But a freaking green piece of lime like this, it's gross.
For the green
For $700, bro. For $700, that watch better be gold or gold plated.
$6 for that.
Like what?
Personally, for me, that's a $5 purchase. But it's AP. Everybody.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It looks like a toy.
Ice. So they want it. And just like every other item that has any demand, scalpers
like, what would you even wear that with?
Just like
I would expect a 5-year-old to have a watch like this. What the hell even is that?
Everybody wants ice, so they want it. And just like every other item that has any demand, scalpers just lose their mind over them. And same deal, they waited in line at the stores probably like 2, 3 a.m. They bought them and they're now reselling them. $2,000 on eBay.
$2,000? Bro, you could get a really nice Rolex for that cost. Like, it's not like a high-tier $50,000 one, but you could get a decent Rolex. You can get a nice watch for that amount. You get a freaking... Dude, that thing looks like something a 5-year-old would wear. Why?
Brand. 800.
Bro, that's like buying a garbage bag and putting the brand, like, I don't know, what's a high, Gucci on it. You get like a piece of duct tape and you slap it on there and you like hard label Gucci onto the duct tape and you sell the garbage bag for like $5,000. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life buying this crap?
To each their own, I guess. But bro, who is genuinely buying this for $895?
Who's buying it for $2,000?
One of 3 guys there with a whole bag of swatches. Like, I don't know how they got 20 pieces, but they have 20 pieces there and they're selling it for around 2 to 3K.
I heard people are actually trying to go on carousel, trying to hire people to come and queue for them. I don't think many of them are here for the watch itself. I think it's just for the resale value in it.
Yeah, they really sold that shit out. And I guess some of them are going for 2, 3K. You could just see the pure disappointment in these guys' faces realizing that these bum-ass scalpers...
Could you imagine waiting in line for like 5 hours, right? You get there early to get this release of a watch, regardless of how it looks. And then whenever it finally comes out, the dude in front of you just goes in and buys the entire stock. So you just wasted your entire morning.
Just ran off with like hundreds of these, just ready to sell them for 10x the price. Dudes will really just scalp anything. Like, honestly, the store's gotta put a limit on how many people can buy. If there was a limit, this probably wouldn't be happening. I wouldn't be seeing listings for $9,000, $11,000 for like a whole bundle of them. I don't know if that's like the genuine price or if scalpers have just driven up the price that much. And of course, it's AP. The base price is already going to be insane. Now, this is something I never expected to be scalped. Concert tickets. If I can't see my goats in person because somebody bought out all...
The amount of people that go and buy out the entire concert ticket, like, thing, online and then try to sell it to people, either through eBay or they have extra tickets left over. What they do is they sit down at the actual concert, right? They'll be standing outside. Their intention was never to go into the concert. It was to stand outside and resell the tickets to people. You'll even have some people that'll show up to you, right? And they're like, oh, hey, I got these extra tickets. Do you guys want one? And then you're like, yeah, sure, I'll take one. And then they're like, great. Can you give me double the price that I paid for it? No. The answer to that should be no. And if there's no more tickets, then go home. Do not feed this economy. You'll kill it.
All the tickets with the bot and is now reselling them for 2K. I'm gonna be pissed. But basically, some scalpers use bots to buy tickets and they'll somehow just claim a bunch of them. And there's even been sightings where there's a whole row or like group of seats with nobody in them because it was all claimed by a scalper. Supposedly, I don't know.
Nobody there, yep.
Empty seats behind us. People did move into some of those seats from other sections, but either way, there were definitely spaces across the stadium for more Swifties.
I don't know, but it's a little bit suspicious that this trend is on the rise and that there's just coincidentally nobody in those seats at all. Just that entire group is missing. Now, what do you think these new margins are looking like? How greedy do you think the scalpers got with these? Well, now some of them, I'm just gonna play the clip. So the caption reads, "You mean to tell me I lost this ticket to a scalper?"
What?
$2,000.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
So he went from the site where you get it normally. How much was it normally? How much was it normally? It's just gone immediately, bro. Like, what the heck? That's insane.
$2,000. What the fuck?
Isn't that TikTok? That is TikTok, isn't it? So what are they like? They just posted that on TikTok? No, wait, what is this? No, it's SeatGeek. The hell is SeatGeek?
$2,000. What the fuck? $2,000. $4,000. That is a fresh PC right there.
It is.
High quality PC.
Brand new
for some
PC.
concert tickets. Because some bum wanted to scalp it. I mean, that seat isn't cheap to be fair to begin with, but it could have been 1K instead of 2K. That price difference is crazy though. I'm not really sure what that seat would originally go for, but it's definitely not 2K. That shit's the price
not
of
that
a
bad.
World Cup.
Not that far back. Like at the most, that'd probably be like maybe $150 ticket.
Let
That's
that sink in.
crazy.
Trader Joe's tote bags. Yeah, like dead ass. One of those reusable grocery bags. I don't even know how this has the hype in the first place to be scalped. This just proves what I said earlier. Dudes will really scalp anything. I can't imagine that being hyped up. It has to be the most overhyped product of 2026. Just to give you an idea how hyped this thing is, I found this shit scrolling on my For You page last night.
Ah,
this
damn.
line went on forever.
Bro.
There's no way. I refuse to believe it. It's all over this grocery.
Just imagine you're at the ass end of that line. You're at the ass end of that line, and you never are able to get another one of those.
How is
I mean,
this
we saw Charlie covering the guy that was doing this with the popcorn boxes, right?
scalped
Like
in the first place. But yeah,
the
we
new
got
Toy
dudes
Story
on here
film.
posting like this. You become a TJ scalper because sneakers are dead. All right, there's proof that they actually exist, bro. People actually scalp these things, and people actually want these things. A double whammy of shit. Yo, apparently this
Why?
guy has like 100K in his hand because on eBay, some of them are 15 grand. A set of
oh, you got me. Like, who buys
100K
this
in his
crap?
hand because on eBay, some of them
Are they out there taking out damn loans to get 4 bags? You crazy?
15 grand, a set of 4. How are they going for that much? Here's another listing for 4,500 for 4 of them. Never did I think a grocery bag would, 1, have hype, or 2,
That's like
scalp.
$1. Aren't those like $1 or something? They're not even that expensive. Those like cloth grocery bags. Holy crap!
At that
These people
point,
are
just
cooked.
consider me getting
$7.
Even if it's like completely boof off Sheen and it says Ray Joe's, give it to me. Now, even if it's down to the wire, another sad thing scalpers will do. Even if there is a literal child trying to get a product that just dropped alongside them, they're gonna try and beat them to the product. Scalpers will just get their hands on anything that's trending and they don't care who's in the way. They would rather scalp the entire
They'd fight a
stock at
kid. They
Target
would.
than give up one.
If they could fight a kid and get away with it, they would. They would immediately.
To the kid behind them. They don't care.
Yeah, get it, kid. Get it. That's right. It's sad. You ain't gonna beat that kid to that station, lady. You're not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Crazy.
All the whole store. They got access to the entire store. All these people are going to one spot. Pokemon cards. All gone. All gone. All of them gone.
Wow, that is pathetic.
So they got there. Did they push the kid out of the way? Where was the kid? Just gone like that. Boom.
Wow, that is pathetic. How fucked up in the head do you have to be? She really did all this bullshit running full speed. She was grabbing him off the ground, hoarding it like an animal, trying to get the last remaining scraps of food. That's really how she was moving, was it not? This is really just barbaric type of behavior.
Bro, that is so crazy. Here's the thing. Is that if these stores would just make it 1 per person, this would go away overnight. 100%. It worked so well for Sony, it got rid of the scalping literally overnight. All they gotta do is make it 1 per person per day. And this will immediately go away. Because it will give everyone the ability to get these products, right? It will. It would look really good for Target if Target did that. If Walmart did that, it would look so good for them. You have no, like, you don't even understand. to show that everyone should have the like equal ability to get these cards, it would be great for Target and Walmart. It would. Oh! Oh! Well, there you go. You did all that for nothing. That's what you get. That's what you get, you bitch. Uh-huh. That's right. Uh-huh.
Yep, that works.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
What even is that? Bro. Bro. Bro.
Crazy.
And for all that Sonic speed walking and running,
That's
was
what
just
you
told
get.
There's a limit of 2 per person.
Yo,
and then
W Target for that.
It didn't say. Actually, it did say. Like, just put them back. And that's how the kid got one in the end. At least the kid got one. Yo,
W kid.
Just look at the behavior beforehand. At least Target did something about it. Because if they didn't, the kid would have got nothing. I remember back in the day, there was a rare Skylander that just popped in GameStop. It was called, like, Camo. I deadass put those instructional baseball league skills.
We're going to move on from this. We're going to move on from it.
To the test there. Oh. And did a baseball slide to the ship.
Boom! What else do we got? In-out. Oh, yeah, there was an in-and-out shooting, wasn't there?
So from over the weekend now, police in Idaho are hailing 2 people as heroes. After their split-second decision of confronting a mass shooter in Twin Falls, that's in the southeastern part of Idaho, the shooting happened right by a newly opened In-N-Out fast food restaurant located in a busy shopping plaza. Police revealing more about the suspect.
At this time, we can confirm that the suspect, 24-year-old Chad Williams, is deceased from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. At this time,
Rip Bozo. Rip Bozo.
we are still working to determine the full set of circumstances in this incident, including the suspect.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. It doesn't even, like, a lot of the people that decide to go and shoot up someplace like that, just random people, they're obviously cooked in the head, right? I mean, we can all probably agree on that, regardless of your political stature. It really just sucks that it happens, right? But we should be looking into how he attained the firearms in which to do that. And if he obtained them illegally, they need to be tracing those firearms back to where he was able to attain them and put that person in jail for, like, a life sentence. Right? And if this dude had a history or of some kind of mental illness, go to the place that sold him the firearms, figure out how he was able to get the firearms. Typically, whenever you've got somebody that, like, goes and shoots up a place, like an In-N-Out burger, for Christ's sake, they've got some prior history of just being schizo. So we should be going and figuring out who sold him the firearm or how he obtained the firearm, and then completely dismantling that, right? That's what we should be doing.
Actions and possible motivation.
All right, Max Gordon reports live in LA with more on this today. Max, good morning.
Hey, Bill. 3 people are dead and 7 others were injured after
That's
this
awful.
shooting. As the police chief said there, we still don't know why the shooter decided to attack. That's still under
Because
investigation.
he's crazy, dude. He's crazy. Crazy people do this kind of stuff.
But what we do know is that 2 people can see footage identified appears to show one of them shooting back at the shooter.
Yeah, you do that in Texas, you can have like 7 people doing
Here's
that.
Twin Falls Police Chief describing
For every one person that decides to go and shoot up a place here in Texas.
their heroic actions that likely saved lives.
We can confirm that there was an off-duty state trooper and a citizen who actively engaged the suspect by returning gunfire towards him. We believe their actions helped drive the suspect away from the scene, preventing further casualties.
According to reporting from the Idaho Statesman, Salinas instinctively ran toward the gunfire, drawing a semi-automatic pistol and fired on the mass shooter.
Dang, bro! He was the dude was firing single shot, and that off-duty cop was like, "Oh yeah, 3-shot burst, baby.
Today at a busy shopping plaza in Twin Falls. In-N-Out's president, Lindsay, are not being released a long rifle. Law enforcement described a chaotic scene as customers and employees at the In-N-Out ran from the restaurant as gunshots rang out. Here's what one man who was there described.
Once in the roundabout, you heard everybody running, screaming, shooter, active shooter. And we had to stop because I didn't want to run over all the employees. And then we heard some shots, boom, boom, boom.
In a post on Facebook, In-N-Out's president, Lindsay Snyder, said her heart is broken and that she and the company will be mourning the families impacted and praying for them. Bill?
All right. Okay, Max Gordon, our best to all of them in Idaho. Thank you, Max. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News.
Okay. Today, all eyes are on the Mideast as the U.S. and Iran prepare for a new round of peace talks after the president paused a plan for strikes, which he claims would have been.
I don't even know what the hell we're doing in this anymore. Like, dude, I don't get it. These people, like, I think Trump kind of fucked us with this war. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even. I think Trump fucked us with this war. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like he didn't. I mean, if he wasn't gonna be willing to actually end this, he should have never kicked it off, right? He should have just let them make their nukes, because as soon as any peace treaty is gonna be made, they're just gonna wait for Trump to be out of office, and then they're just gonna do it anyway. I think that has just been a big waste of time and money at this point in American lives. He hasn't really. All we've managed to do is, like I said, just kind of stir up the bee's nest. Either do something about it and actually enforce change, or just don't bother. That's kind of how I see it.
Now let's bring in Rebecca Heinrich.
Yeah, here we go. The Hamas disarmament.
Hudson Institute Senior Fellow, and Jake Soteriades, National Security Strategist, former Air Force
By the way, Hamas is the reason why Israel had to turn the Gaza Strip into dust. So anybody that is sitting there advocating for what is going on with the Palestine and Israel, they are blatantly and maliciously undermining what really happened on the Gaza Strip. Hamas pushed into Israel and killed a bunch of people. In fact, what does it say on the Hamas flag? The Hamas flag prominently. What does it say on the Hamas flag, the terror organization?
The flag you're asking about belongs to Hamas, which is sometimes mistakenly called hummus.
Was it Hamas, right? Hamas.
Officer and author of The Revenge of Ideology. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Mike. So, Rebecca, is the Iranian regime going to disappoint President Trump once again?
I suspect it will. I mean, there is no evidence that the Iran regime, which is essentially being controlled by the IRGC, that this is the radical element of the military. They have been given no indication. They've been tapping the president along. We've seen that every time the president is hopeful that because of his threats that there will be some breakthrough in negotiations, that the Iranians just continue to fire on again in the Strait. I think that we're at a point, Mike, where we really need to get Admiral Cooper, the head of the operations, in front of President.
So the Houthi flag, which is a terror-backed regime by Iran, right? Which is a regime backed by Iran. It's a terrorist organization. It says Ansar Allah, which is anti-Semitic and anti-Zionist text. Let's see. It says the exact Arabic slogan on the vertical white banner known as translate lines by line is God is the greatest, death to America, death to Israel, a curse upon the Jews, victory to Islam. That's what it says on the terrorist flag. That's literally what it says on the Houthi flag, which is an Iran-backed terrorist organization. So we've got Americans that have been brainwashed into thinking that Israel is just this awful place, as they actively killed 2,000 people and captured 400 in Israel before Israel turned the Gaza Strip into dust. And that's where this whole genocide comes from. But I don't hear any of those idiots complaining about the genocide that happened in Iran. That's really the what I was trying to get at. Big surprise, the terrorist organization that has, ties to other terrorist organizations. One of them has death to America, death to Israel, and curse on the Jews. I'm actually going to save that. I'm actually going to let me screenshot that. I'm going to screenshot this. It's a Yemen contains severe anti-Semitic and anti-Zionist text. So that way I don't ever have to Google that again.
There are risks in escalating this military conflict, but I can mitigate those risks and give the president those options, because I do think expanding the number of targets,
morning, Cool Breezy,
energy infrastructure, you've got to hit the things that the IRGC does not want us to hit, and that's exactly what it is.
I want to play a clip from retired Brigadier General Mark Kimmett, and then I'll get you to weigh in.
Patience is what the Iranians are using against us. They hear about we don't like forever wars.
Are you talking about the shooting? You obviously didn't think that one through. You could technically go all the way to the pew manufacturer, your permit, because you're just dumb. I don't have the patience. I don't have the mental ability to sit here and debate with an idiot. Get off the stream. You're permit. You can't text. No one can see you. I can't see you. I don't get any notifications, and you won't be notified whenever I go live and stuff. Go and smell the roses or something. Get out of here.
We want to get out of this quickly. We want to get this done
quickly. What an idiot.
quickly.
I strongly believe in the Second Amendment. I own 3 firearms. I don't even care.
But that's not how you defeat the Iranians.
I don't have any want to sit there and engage with idiots.
Against patience.
Go away.
If you say we want to get this done quickly, they'll just strap in their seatbelts and say, we win by not losing. We can take the bombing, you'll leave, and we'll have what we want.
Jake, what's your assessment of where we are in this conflict?
Mike, for the United States, this conflict is a strategic distraction. For the Iranians, it's an existential conflict. So you have an asymmetry between what's really important for both sides. And that means that Washington is concerned with bigger issues like China, Russia, the Ukraine war, the economy, the Indo-Pacific. Iran, the regime, is just trying to stay alive. It's trying to survive. So the problem that we have here is the United States right now is trying to accomplish 3 strategic objectives that don't necessarily reinforce each other. It's trying to keep the Strait of Hormuz open. It's trying to eliminate Iran's nuclear program. And it's also trying to prevent escalation of a broader war in the Middle East. All of those objectives.
A broader war in the Middle East was always going to happen because there's too many people that disagree with the IRGC and the terror proxies that they have. A broader war in the Middle East is going to be inevitable. It will be. And it won't just be in the Middle East. As long as Trump isn't willing to do what it's going to need to take, this will spread across the entire world.
Don't necessarily fit nicely together. And in fact, sometimes they actually work against each other. That's why strategic messaging is so important. And this back and forth about imminent attacks coming and then pulling it back for a potential deal are not helpful. Military pressure is important, but you have to have the messaging that sustains it as well.
Exactly. You have to actually show that you're willing to win at the table. You have to show that if you threaten infrastructure, that you're willing to blow it up in retaliation in such a way that will make them stop. If they bomb an innocent vessel and then you just take out one bridge, that's nothing. For every one vessel they hit that is just average citizens with just tankers, right? You should blow up 60 of their bridges. blow up like 3 of their power plants. That's what you need to aim for. But he's not doing that. He's just threatening, and threats don't work against a regime that's built themselves up like an industrial war complex. I mean, these guys live underground, bro. Like, they have assembly facilities for like drones and stuff under the earth. You're just wasting. He's wasted so much time and money with this. It's ridiculous.
Shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. How big of a concern is that at this point?
Well, I think it's a concern because the Iranians are able to terrorize the strait through these cheap drones. However, the United States Navy has shown that it's very competent and be able to provide essentially ability to shepherd ships through the strait along the Omani coast. I think that the United States would be wise to continue to do that. But again, retaliatory strikes against the Iranians whenever they fire into the strait, I think at this point is not sufficient. You're going to have to do exactly what the Iranians don't want us to do. One last point on this. If you notice, when the Ukrainians hit a ship.
Oh, yeah. Now they're starting to hate the Ukrainians, too. You know what's insane is that the Ukraine has been fighting Russia for 4 years, and they've been crying about that, too. And now that the Ukraine is attacking Iran's vessels and stuff like that, the people are now turning on the Ukraine. It's insane how anything that doesn't fit their ability to spread spread terrors all over the world immediately is alienated from their cause. It's insane to me. But it makes sense, right? Because their goal was never about like actually helping people. If they were, they'd be crying about all the people that got killed in Iran. But they never cared about that, right?
Iranian ship that had Russian weapons going to Iran. The Iranians did not want to respond against the Ukrainians. Why? Because the Ukrainians are hitting energy infrastructure in Russia. The Iranians do not want the Ukrainians to fire back against their energy infrastructure. That gives the United States a clue.
And you see that? That's why we should be bombing their infrastructure like crazy whenever they go around and hurt innocent people, like those people in the tankers trying to get through the strait. You know what I'm saying?
But that's exactly what we should credibly threaten to crush against Iran.
Pick up on that point, Jake. What should we do about the Strait of Hormuz?
Well, I think right now the main objective...
Flooded with the United States Navy, force it open, bomb the coastline, take Cork Island. Yeah, that seems about right. But you're not going to do any of that, are you? No. Hell, you won't even do, like, mandatory, overwhelming retaliation for them striking tankers. You won't even do that. It took him this long to talk about using their own money that's frozen in bank accounts to pay for the ships that get struck by Iran. I don't know who's jerking Trump around inside of that war control room, but he needs to get somebody else in charge, because their goal isn't to try and win this war. It's to sit here and buy as much time as they can. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to drag their feet as long as they can, and it is obviously working.
Open it up. The reason why we're having a dilemma is because we're asking the Iranians to give up the exact card that they have, which is keeping the Americans at the negotiating table. So you have...
I should be able to start reacting to Discord tomorrow. Monday is always a bad day to do anything, really, because I make all of the videos for the weekend over on Monday. So we're going to get back to looking at Discord stuff tomorrow, so don't be discouraged from posting in Discord. I'm going to get around to it, I promise.
Right now, about trying to take away the only negotiating card that they have on the table. So the military pressure campaign is going to be important in terms of getting that credibility behind diplomacy. But I don't see any reason why threats of an increased military campaign are going to be any different or yield a different result tomorrow than they have over the last 5 months. And as we approach the midterm elections, I think a lot of Americans are going to be asking themselves, are we better off now than we were back in February as this conflict escalates? And how do we get to some meaningful resolution to this?
We're nearly out of time, but I want to ask both of you what your gut tells you in terms of how much longer this conflict will go.
Well, it's been going on for 47 years because of the same regime that's been doing it. Unless you get rid of the regime, this will only lead to 2 outcomes. You either overthrow the IRGC and get rid of them, or you're looking at like a worldwide scale of colonization. I mean, that's the only two things. I mean, look at what happened to Spain, bro. Like, look at Spain. Spain's cooked.
My hope is, I want this to be peaceful. I want what the president wants, which is that to end this conflict.
You can't be peaceful with people that have terror baby prisons, where they take people whose headscarf is not on correctly to women and put them in prison, and then do those awful things to them so they can make babies to send off to go die in their weird religious war. That build tunnel systems under the ground to hide all their military equipment. That sit here and have like mass productions of weapons throughout their entire country, like the way they're doing. You're not gonna make a deal with them. They're gonna make a deal with you, but then they're just gonna wait for you to leave office. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, they've got organizations all over the Middle East destabilizing it. I gotta hand it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, 47 years is a long time to concoct a plan. It is. I'd imagine they're pretty pissed off that, one president just wasn't having it. And that it kind of threw everything into the dumpster. But, A for effort.
And get to peace so the strait is opened free for international travel. I want President Trump to be able to negotiate on the nuclear program, or at least remove the nuclear material alongside the Israelis. The question is, how do we affect that? How do we actually affect that? And I think it's going to
Oh, you're going to remove the nuclear material? That's great. So what are you going to do if we have 8 years of a Democrat that isn't willing to blow up facilities? What are you going to do then? Whenever they make the nukes in 8 years' time, right? I mean, come on, let's think about this. Like, seriously, the current supreme leader is actively saying death to America, that he wants revenge for the death of the Ayatollah. The flags of the Houthis say death to America, death to the Jews, no different than the Nazis. Like, come on, guys. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? You didn't even scare them. If you make a deal with them now, you just an idiot. You didn't even scare them.
Increase military operations with the Israelis. If we do that, Mike, I think it can be done in the next month or so.
Jake?
I think it's really easy to start a war, as we've seen. And if the lessons of the last 20 years have taught us anything, it's that it's very, very difficult to close these things out strategically advantageous to the United States. I think we could see this stretching out into 2027 easily.
Jake Soteriades.
You know what's sad? Is that in World War II, when they stormed the beaches of Normandy, the amount of people that lost their lives as flamethrower guys trying to suppress those bunkers with Hitler's buzzsaws in them, so that way the C4 man could run up and throw the C4 in. The technology that we have now, where we can literally take somebody out in a one-bedroom apartment without hurting the rest of the apartment, would make something like D-Day look immeasurable. We have the most advanced technology this world has ever known, and we've got the biggest dumbasses running the country. It really is sad, isn't it? It's really sad.
Rebecca Heinrichs, great to see you both. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Mike.
We have stuff like Palantir. We have penetrating warhead nukes. We have the most advanced stealth fighters in the world that can't even be detected on radar. The B-2 bomber. Like, what's the point of wasting so much money every year on the military if you have a group of idiots running it? Yo!
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.
Man, cooked. Just cooked.
President Trump says he's called off planned strikes against Iran, citing what he describes as the framework for a deal that would include the immediate, complete, and total reopening of the Hormuz Strait and an end to Iran's nuclear threat. He goes on to write, I have agreed for the future benefit of the world and likewise the survival of a successful and prosperous Iran to cancel the attack, subject to being able to rapidly make a deal. For more on what this could mean for the region, let's bring in retired Brigadier General Mark Kimmett, former Assistant Secretary of State for Political...
See, that's not why I clicked on it. I thought this was going to talk specifically about China's involvement in the Iran war, but I guess not. That's fine.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
Okay, that's 5 years in jail.
Constitution. I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
That's another 5 years in jail. You want to aim for 15?
Decline to answer, decline to answer, decline to answer.
Dr. Anthony Fauci refusing to answer questions last Wednesday, invoking the Fifth Amendment to
See, what you got to do is here's the thing is that Fauci was told specifically that because he was pardoned by Biden, he is not allowed to use the Fifth during this. And he went ahead and did it anyway. Every time because this is such a special scenario, right? Because the guy's been pardoned. And the issue is that he's still trying to actively break the law. And it really doesn't look good for Mr. Fauci here. Whenever you're you're being brought to the court like this and you immediately plead the Fifth for everything and you're told that you really can't do that. So what you do is every time he pleads the Fifth, you give him 5 years in prison and you wait until the charges that he would have gotten, the max penalty of him doing whatever he was doing, right, is like the max sentence. You just keep charging him 5 years until you hit that max sentence and go over by 5 years, right? And then once you hit that point, you just stop the trial, immediately arrest him, put him in jail for that amount of time. No questions asked. These people are blatantly making fun of the legal systems we have in place, and the people that should be enforcing these legal systems are too damn incompetent to do their jobs. Willfully and maliciously incompetent. The whole damn thing everyone needs to just go to jail. Put them in jail. Until we get somebody that is willing to put them in jail for maliciously and openly not enforcing laws, this will never change. It will always be a Band-Aid. Where's Fauci right now? He shouldn't have been allowed to leave that room, to go home. He should have been immediately handcuffed, held in contempt of court. But did they do that? No, they didn't. They let him go home. That's exactly what they did.
111 times. Now a Senate panel is pushing a vote to hold
him. He really pleaded the Fifth 111 times? 111 times. That is insane.
In contempt of Congress, Chief Congressional Correspondent Chad Pergram has more from Capitol Hill.
Mike, Anthony Fauci didn't talk to the committee, but now Senate Republicans will speak with their votes on contempt.
Certainly his answers today were completely inadequate. And I think
you don't say?
How do you feel?
Well, what are you going to do about it? How long are y'all going to go on recess for 3 months before y'all decide to solve this problem, right? Y'all seemed like y'all cared so much during the hearing. Why hasn't this been solved yet? Like what are you actually going to put him in jail, or are you just talking about putting him in jail? Are you threatening to put him in jail?
Option that ought to be available to us. What he did today in front of that committee was inexcusable.
Contempt of Congress votes usually
go to the
floor, but they're subject to a filibuster. It takes 60 yeas to neutralize a filibuster. Still, Homeland Security Committee Chairman Rand Paul...
It takes 2 months to neutralize a filibuster? Are you cooked? Dude, get rid of that. Get rid of the filibuster. What are we doing? Get rid of that crap, bro.
Intends to bypass that option.
I plan on sending it directly with a legal brief supporting the argument to the Department of Justice. This is similar to in the past. I've sent these individually.
I've sent a criminal referral on Anthony Fauci twice under Biden and twice under Trump.
The question is if the DOJ will prosecute. In 2014, former IRS official Lois Lerner invoked the Fifth before a House panel, but after commenting to the committee.
Lois Lerner in 2014 gave an opening statement denying everything and then took the Fifth on it. You can't do both on that. And so again, Anthony Fauci did that same thing.
The House held Lerner.
Now, what happened to her? What happened to her? Let's Google her.
In 2014 gave an opening statement denying everything.
Who did?
Committee.
Lois Lerner
invoked.
Lois Lerner? What happened to her? Did Lois Lerner ever go to jail for what she did?
According to Wikipedia, FBI finds no evidence to support criminal prosecution. The U.S. Department of Justice and the FBI began an investigation into the IRS controversy in May 2013. In October 2015, the DOJ announced it was closing the investigation and would not seek criminal charges.
14.
I said that last week whenever I was looking at the stream on Fox of them talking about what was going on with Fauci. I said that. I was like, Fauci's not going to see a day in jail. This is all talk and no do. If I could bet money, actually, you know what? I'm going to do that after the stream. Whenever I leave stream today, I'm going to get on one of these betting sites, and I'm going to bet money that Fauci doesn't end up in jail. I am. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I am. I'm going to start doing that. And then whenever I do that, after I make my account and everything today, I'm going to pull it up on stream tomorrow and show y'all. Show y'all that I bet on it. That's what I'm going to do.
Statement denying everything and then.
And that's going to be a lot of money, right? We're not playing with sacks of money, all right? We're playing with rolls of money, okay? We got the rolls. You know what I'm saying? Like
you can't do both on
I don't have rolled up bills. I've got rolled up coins. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be something.
The House held Lerner in contempt, but the DOJ never prosecuted. Democrats believe Fauci is on strong legal footing.
Rand Paul is unhappy because he thought he had set a trap for Dr. Fauci and made the mistake of advertising that trap a little loudly in advance.
It doesn't matter. Fauci spoke to a legal team. Do you really think somebody's just going to show up to court like this without a legal team, especially somebody that made as much money as Fauci did whenever he was I don't even know what the hell he was. The leader, whatever the hell he was part of. I keep wanting to say the Surgeon General, but he wasn't. It was something else. I just can't think of the name right now. But anyway, you're going to hire a team of lawyers because you got all the money. You don't want to go to jail. That money's not going to do you any good if you're in jail, right? So, he's just going to take the hit to his account. It doesn't matter if anybody played a hand early or anything like that. Fauci got a legal team, a team of lawyers. They even said that at the Senate, the trial or whatever, right? You're not, and the thing is because he's pleading the Fifth and because he's got a, dude, I am just dead today. And because he's got a freaking pardon, they're not going to do anything. The FBI is going to drop the investigation even if they found stuff. They're not going to do anything. They never do. And it'll always be that way.
And Dr. Fauci knew exactly how to avoid the trap.
W2 Jules from Lily. W.
Lily prosecutes in contempt of Congress cases. The George W. Bush administration refused to prosecute White House counsel Harriet Miers after the House held her in contempt. The same with the Obama administration for Attorney General Eric Holder.
Yeah, so this is if history has anything to say in this, nothing's going to happen to Fauci. Nothing's going to happen to any of these political officials. Even if Trump went on trial for something he didn't do or something he did do, he's not going to jail. None of these guys are going to jail. They're not going to put these people in jail, bro. Because if they put them in jail, some of the shady stuff that they have going on might get pulled into question. Oh, these people are corrupt. They're not going to put their own in jail. They're going to put it on. They're going to make it a sensational view. They're going to put it out there. They're going to make it seem like, oh, we're really cracking down, guys. It's a show. It's a show. They're trying to gain the trust from the public, and it ain't working anymore because people have become wise to this. This isn't the boomer age anymore. It doesn't work like that, bro. You either put people in jail or quit wasting taxpayer dollars on all these trials. If you're going to waste all this money all the taxpayer money on doing all these investigations just to find the evidence and burn it, what's the point of the trial? What's the point of wasting even more taxpayer? I want these people down on the Senate floor passing bills into laws that will make it to where we have better health care, we have something, shit, anything. But now we're going to sit here and we're going to bring up Fauci for like 3 weeks to try and do some weird scuff stuff and not even bother putting him in jail. They did the same thing to Hillary. They did the same thing to Trump. It's a waste of everybody's taxpayer dollars. That's all it is. It's stupid. It's garbage. It's trash.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.
I want change in the country that doesn't come in the form of communist regimes. And I'm not calling the current administration communism. I'm referring to the democratic socialist communists. I mean, democratic communists. I mean the democratic socialist the democratic socialists. It's a bit. If you don't understand that that's a bit, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Like, I think you being on the internet's the least of your problems. How can you say Fauci was eviscerated when he kept pleading the fifth? An evisceration means that, like, well, number one, it's not a mental thing, right? But I get the symbolism behind it. But if somebody's not playing the same game as you, right? If you're sitting down playing Pokemon, right? You're one of the lucky few that managed to get to the shelf before the scalpers get there. And you're playing Pokemon, and then somebody walks over and starts playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In front of you. And they're trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Against your Pokemon. I mean, let's be honest here. You're not going to beat that person just because you're claiming that you're winning. It's not the same thing vice versa with Fauci. He's just done. He's old. He got his money that he wanted from whatever he did, right? It's done.
Well, after tens of thousands of migrants reportedly breached the front of Spain's North African enclave over the course of just 2 days last week, the president says it is the result of liberal laws and gives a warning for the U.S.
I don't think it's a result of liberal laws. I think it's a result of traitor government that are trying to ruin their country. That's really what it is. It's these government officials that have been either bought out or are already from a foreign country that are like either anchor babies or some form of something is obviously going on with them personally, maybe a form of blackmail, who knows, that are setting up and coordinating with these illegals like this. Like, how else would you get this many people to flood a country like Spain, especially over open water like that? Now, they coordinated this. This was a coordination. Why do you think the Spanish military hasn't gone around to these people up and immediately put them out of the country? As they're standing there in mass crowds, burning down buses and breaking into people's homes. It's because the government wants it. They want it.
Bring in Democratic strategist James Carville. President Trump, obviously, James.
We all know how easy it is to fix a problem like this. I'm not permitted to say it on YouTube because YouTube doesn't believe in freedom of speech. But we all know how easy it would be to clear this up, right? I mean, you try to run the border of North Korea, see how far you get. See how far you get. Probably don't get very far, huh?
Sounded off on this. I talked to him on Friday when we were looking at those images, and he said it's
same
terrible.
Thing with Poland.
Remember that picture. That's going to be us in 3 years if the wrong side.
And he's right, and it has already been us. It was us for 4 years with Biden. Y'all remember the bulldozer tearing up the border fence, right? Letting all those people in. How do you think they managed to get a hold of a bulldozer? That was an American doing that. Guarantee you. Letting all those immigrants in. We had that. That already happened to us.
in, he was referring to Democrats winning elections, and he said, if the Democrats win, you won't live a very good life. Obviously, this surge was so huge, James, that Spain had to put up a floating border wall to try to stem the tide, so to speak, and Italy cut off or temporarily suspended their border
All
agreement.
those people that 60,000 people that were able to get into Spain, those guys will all be granted amnesty and given benefits on the taxpayers' dime. They won't have to work a damn day in their life, and they know it. They're gonna go around and burn stuff and be given and be handed all these benefits
because it was such a big problem. Do you think the president is right with this warning as the Democratic Socialists are trying to, campaign on doing the same thing?
I think Trump is right, and I think that Trump realized whenever he was getting up and walking out of these legacy media interviews that it's going to happen. That's the problem. Is that I think that's why Trump has just been talking and not doing a whole lot, is because he knows that America's just done. It's done. He knows it. We all know it. It's just a matter of time, right? You're looking at a slow decline with a Republican and a maybe 15-year acceleration with Democrats. But until you're ready to rip the Band-Aid off and actually do the surgery that it's going to take to get rid of the cancer, it's going to keep happening. We don't just need a wall at Mexico. We need a wall at Canada. We need to make sure that at a certain point, we might even need floating walls. I mean, who knows? But we also need a form of protection like what Poland has for their borders. Lethal force. We may not have a choice. Like these guys are flooding the country and they're using up all our resources. And they're actively killing us too. But we're not going to get somebody that maybe in a few years. Like if we get maybe 4 years of Marco Rubio or J.D. Vance, maybe. And then another 4 years, another 8 years of Marco Rubio, and then 8 years of J.D. Vance, then maybe we'll get a candidate that's willing to do what it's going to take to solve this problem, right? Like the example or the exact reference of Spain and all those immigrants making landfall looking like D-Day is no exaggeration. That's what it looked like when America stormed the beaches of Normandy. That's what it looked like. It looked like people on boats in mass flooding the beaches. That's what it looked like. Just because they don't have any guns doesn't mean that they won't still kill the government and the country any less.
Abolishing borders and granting mass amnesty?
And the thing is that even Trump and our current government is complicit with this because they have the Insurrection Act that they can immediately use on these sanctuary cities, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it. Trump can do that tomorrow, tonight. He could do it in an hour if he wanted, but he's not going to. And because of that, this will only ever proceed to get worse.
Look, Spain is a successful country. They just won the World Cup. They won a lot of things. They're totally capable of handling their own problem. Trump is 32% in America, so now he's going to Spain. If I was under a third in my own country, I'd go to Spain too. And who knows where he's going after that? That's a Spanish problem. That's not we got enough problems right here on our own.
The issue is that we need more presidents that are going to talk about this as a problem and start normalizing that kind of talk as normal, because it is. That used to be like Obama ran on the same policies that Trump did, right? Like, let's be honest here. We need more presidents that are going to talk about this and normalize how this is a problem, so that eventually we can get somebody like Rupert Lowe that will try to fix this problem instead of just talking about it as a problem, right? Someone who will run on the idea of fixing it permanently.
They're firm in these United States, but I don't blame him. I'd go to Spain too. No one likes him here.
I mean, I hear your defense there, but it is reminiscent of all of those images we saw under the Biden administration of similar throngs of migrants flooding the border.
Well, they were flooding our border. They were not flooding the Spanish border. It's a difference between the border of the United States and the
I
Spanish
guarantee you they're over there because they can't come over here anymore. I guarantee you that's what it is.
border. By the way, there's a whole ocean that separates us. But again, when you're down to where you are, now you're going to throw Spain in the mix. I mean, stop and think about it for a second. And the truth about it is immigration under the last year of the Biden administration was pretty tame. They did make some mistakes early, and we all saw those visuals, and those are visuals coming to our border, and people reacted negative to it, understandably. But the Spanish are able to take care of their own issues. I'm very confident of that.
Okay, well, it is getting a lot of reaction online, especially as these Democratic socialists are campaigning in America for elected office in America to grant amnesty and abolish borders.
They're not trying to become socialists either. They're not. They're not going to give the socialist part of what they're advocating for. They will only give the communist part of it.
But, you know, the conversation around Democrats lately has been so dominated by the DSA at a time when the DNC is on the ropes. You know, Ken Martin's in some hot water.
This has to be like the most based U.S. Marine Corps guy I've ever seen. Right? Like, he's sitting there with his shades on, looking up at the sun outside of his window, listening to her. This guy's he was that guy. You know what I'm saying? He was that guy.
The debt, the donor alienation, the email scam, the autopsy report being botched, the whistleblower complaints. So you had a staffer at the DNC take to X this week to try to give people a pep talk. Look at this.
There have been a lot of different headlines about the organization, and it's been extremely tough to see your place of employment, the place that you work your ass off for, end up in the headlines with a lot of bad press. The story that isn't being told in the headlines is that the people that I work with at the DNC are incredible. They're some of the most talented, hardworking people that I've ever worked with.
Well, that was widely panned. Doug High said, with all the shenanigans I faced at the RNC, I'm glad at least no one suggested a video with their cat. Also, is there no comms director to say you're not filming a video with your cat? Jonah Goldberg said that is not the visual I would choose to win back the working class vote, but I'm not a fancy expert on such things. James, is this, in your mind, reflective of a bigger problem when the messaging reflex is not accountability, but a pep talk with an emotional support cat in your lap?
I don't really. I mean, it's the DNC. Who cares? I've been in Democratic politics since 1980, and I have not spent 10 seconds of my time obsessing or worried about it. Actually, they were pretty good in 92 when Ron Brown and Paul Tully were there. But this is a minor distraction.
I'm trying to find my battery case for my camera because it's gonna die, and it's not there. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find it. I was like, okay, I know I didn't move it. Hold on, let me change this out real quick. God dang it. Piece of junk. Piece of poo-poo. There. Got it. Boop. There we go. Good to go now. Let me just fix this right quick. Hold on, let me fix this. There we go. Much better. Much better.
Either get yourself out. The thing I'm really looking forward to is the Republican mini convention in Dallas on the 9th and 10th. I'm going, and we're bringing a lot of cameras. and we're going to take roll, and we're going to see who shows up. We're going to take roll with Susan Collins. Are you going to show up? Is the North Carolina Senate candidate going to show up? That's a real event. That's not a fake event. That's an event that we can all go to. The DNC will have to unconstipate itself. I can't help them.
Okay. Well, despite the concern that this sort of shift in the left with the DSA is going to alienate some of the Democrats' most reliable voting blocs, like black voters, there's a new poll from CNN.
They alienated their black voters a long time ago. Do you know who the most disenfranchised group of people is? If all these, like, let's think about this for a second, because they're right about something, right? What group of people have the most felonies? Like this is not being racist, this is a statistic, right? And a lot of that has to do with the way they've been cultivated into the victim card. But here's the thing. Let's stay with the actual facts. Black people. Black people are the most, the biggest minority that have felonies. So a lot of the positions that these illegals are getting will immediately put black people with felonies out of work. They alienated their black voters the second they wanted mass immigration into the country. They already alienated those people, right? Now you can argue that the redistricting in, I think it was who was it, like North Carolina, Virginia, one of those states, right? Was like, oh, but what about that? What about these segregated voting blocks that they wanted there? I guarantee you that wasn't for a race. That wasn't for black people. That was to break up the Republican Party blocks in that state. That's why they did it. The messed up part is that they tried to claim that it was black voters. That's not what it was. That's not what it was. They were trying to break up as much of those individual sections as humanly possible to make sections less red. That's what they were trying to do. To keep the state blue. It had nothing to do about race. It had everything to do with them trying to redistrict in a way that disenfranchised the red Republicans there. That's the only reason why they did that. And they tried to put race behind it so they can call the Republicans racist whenever it fell through. Whenever they violated the Constitution by trying to make segregation again, and even the government, the Supreme Court in their own damn state said, you can't do this, it's unconstitutional, they still went ahead with the ploy anyway, right?
Showing a third of Democrats now identify as Democratic Socialists. A WAPO poll also says 3 in 4 Democrats say they'd be open to supporting a Democratic Socialist for president. Less than half of them, though, say that they would vote for such a candidate. In New York, though, they're getting a taste of what that looks like with Mamdani, his new pied-à-terre tax. He was very proud of it, to the point where he bragged about this database he put together with the names and addresses of people who would be subject to this new tax on luxury second homes. And some of his supporters didn't like that very much. Listen to this.
Hi, everyone. This is Pivot from New York Magazine and the Vox Media Podcast Network. I'm Kara Swisher.
And I've been doxxed.
You've been doxxed? What? Tell me.
So I don't know if you've heard, but Mayor Mamdani has decided to release a list of the 950,000 residences with addresses and names that might be eligible for his pied-à-terre tax.
I don't love this. I can't say I love this. It feels like a little bit like doxing.
He's taken a legitimate source of tax revenue and he's turning it into a wanted poster.
So where should Democrats draw the line on this stuff?
I feel like that's kind of based, honestly. Like, if you own a business and you're pulling in tax money from the taxpayers, I feel like you should go on a list. You should. Like, now, if your business is fully funded by the individuals and you're your business is a net contributor to taxes, like, you are putting money into taxes and you're not taking out, you're not doing any write-offs and stuff like that because your business is succeeding, I feel like you shouldn't go on a list. But if you are, people need to know where their tax money's going. They need to. Now, there shouldn't be a list of maybe they are. No, there should be a list of your taxpayer money's going here. You want to see where it's going right here.
Whatever Scott Galloway says, I'll believe it. I think that's he's.
Like, if you're going to take the taxpayer money and through force of power, otherwise you put people in jail, and you give it to people regardless of what you think, the least they could do is show you where it's going.
Most cogent, brilliant analyst there is, and I'm not sure what to understand what Madonna is doing, but to talk about the larger Democratic Party post the election in Michigan going forward, I am not going to be in the same party with Hassan Piker. I can tell you that right now. If he becomes a force in the Democratic Party, I'm out of here. I have no intention of ever being in the same political party with that guy.
The issue is that in order for the Democrats to convert over to the Republicans, they're going to have to leave a lot of their, like, gender ideology crap behind and start running on actual policies that will affect American lives that need it. Like, you know, border control, immigration policies. But they're not going to do that, and they're not going to be able to go into the Republican Party. I'm going to tell you that right now. The gender ideology stuff failed. No one voted for it. Nobody wanted it. The only people that voted for the, like, people like Kamala Harris is because she was a woman, right? Other than that, no. Like, it's done.
Now, I think that a majority, overwhelming
it didn't
majority
work.
of Democrats.
And now you're being taken over by Democratic socialists.
With me.
It's over. Like,
but this idea that we're going to seize the means.
And if you, by the way, if you think that this is going to stop with the Democratic socialists, what party do you think they're going to do next? They'll do the Republicans next. Remember, guys, if you think it's bad now, it will only proceed to get worse. It will get worse until you rip the Band-Aid off and do the surgery that it's going to take to get rid of the cancer.
Reduction and this, just go look at the DSA platform. You don't have to look any further than that. And, you know, Jackie, it may be that the two-party system is just going to be under tremendous stress here in the coming months. I mean, you see it in with Tucker and Martin Taylor Greene, and on the Republican side, you see it going on right now. And I can't sit here and tell you for certain how this is going to turn out. But the one thing I can tell you for certain, Hassan Piker and James Carville are not going to be in the same political party. One of us is going to leave. It might even be me.
We're going to have to leave it there, James. And I have more I want to ask you about, but we're out of time.
Yo, W. Fox. Hey, perfect time. All right, which bingo card we going with? I'm going to let y'all decide. I get the weekends. I get the weekends with the bingo card, baby. Y'all get the weekdays. So, you know, is what it is. We got to figure out what video we going to watch first, though. This is right there. Perfect. A and B. Let me refresh this right quick. Hold on. I'm not trying to get like a super long video. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. Man calls girlfriend after stealing police car. Dude, what? Yo, what? Yo, I don't know what it is with Code Blue, bro, but this is Midwest. No, it's Midwest Safety. Midwest Safety been popping off with these videos, bro.
Officers are pursuing a stolen motorcycle.
Okay, so we gonna watch this one. So we gonna use A or B? Bro. There we go, just like that. That's too small. That's good enough right there. So we'll do that. Or are we going to use B? I'll do a little poll real quick. Just give me a second. Oh, there it goes. Like I said, I won't be able to do Discord stuff today, but I'm going to do it most likely tomorrow. Because, and the reason for that, is because I have a lot of stuff that I have to do today. And I got to make sure that I have enough videos that I can pull out of this stream in order to make the weekend videos. Which, after I'm done with this, I should have enough. I would hope. There we go. A little bit more. Dude, come on. Why? Like, I don't want this. I want this to go away. Go away. Okay, there we go. That's really hard to see. Why is this so, like, Why is this such a pain in the dick, bro? Like, what is going on here? You can't even see it. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. It's still kind of small, but it's still better than what it was, right? And I'll pull this one up because this is the video we're going to be reacting to. Let me get the chat. Oh, W star. Okay. Why are the notifications not working anymore? I appreciate y'all for giving jewels. Thank you so much for giving jewels. The notifications don't pop on the other feed. It will not pop for me. I don't know why. I get no notifications on the other computer. I get none. I see them whenever I pull up the other chat, but then they're gone. And it's like, I can't even see who the names are. I don't know what the hell's going on. The YouTube is just, dude, YouTube is trash now. It used to be so good. You know what? Here. There. We're gonna run a poll on that. How about that? Yeah, how about that, YouTube? Yeah, how about that? Yeah, look at that. You take away my freedom of speech. I use and abuse other ways, big dog. You'll never stop me. You'll never stop me. I'm always here. I'm here tasting your tears of sorrow. That's right. That's good enough. We've had enough fun with that. We've had enough fun with that. We've had enough fun with that bit. I can't. It won't let me end it. Yo, it won't let me end it. It won't. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. My camera was blocking it. Okay, so here we go. Card A. A. B. There we go. And then let me pull up the bingo card for y'all vote, right? Boom. Boom. There you go. Card A or card B? For this video, a man calls girlfriend after stealing police. A will always be on the left. B will always be on the right, or if it's flipped for y'all, I always try to keep them lined up the same way. So that way, like, y'all will immediately be like, oh, well, A is, the one on the left, B is the one on the right. So they're always the same. I need to find more bingo cards. Maybe I'll do that this, probably not today, but maybe tomorrow whenever I get off stream. I'll look and see if I can find some other bingo cards that I can throw in the mix that are just already made online, right? Like a site or something that automatically randomizes bingo cards. I can't log into Facebook. Facebook banned me. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. I haven't been able to log into Facebook for a hot minute. Okay. Poll's done. We are going to use card. What are we at? Where is the card at? A. We're on card A. So B goes bye-bye, and we are on card A. Boop. Boop. Oh, wait. Close that. Let me pull up my playlist. YouTube. Let me pull up my playlist real quick. Y'all know I gotta get my playlist up. Gotta have a little bit of fun with this. You know what I'm saying? My God, dude. Come on with this. I'll pull up my playlist, and then I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick and grab me a water, because I haven't had any water today. And my run later is gonna suck. Gotta get me some walk. Gotta get some akawa. Some ukawa.
If you resist...
Yes, sir. No, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got my waters and I got me a Coke. A Coke. A Coca-Cola. All right, we ready? Let's get it, peeps.
Cycle, and once they detain the rider, he makes a shocking move.
Let's see. Hold on. W Midwest Safety, hell yeah, Midwest Safety. Go check out Midwest Safety on YouTube. Midwest Safety been popping off from all the people that have been reacting to their content, bro. They're doing so good, and I'm so happy for Midwest Safety. I really
Officers
am.
are pursuing a stolen motorcycle, and once they detain the rider, he makes a shocking move they never saw coming.
And the other guy just ran. The other guy just took off. He's gone. Do we have a... Where's my card at? I didn't pull the card back up, damn it. He just ran. He's gone. So let's see. So he just immediately took off. So we got the Freedom. Takes off, tries running. That was pretty instantly. Boop. That was instantly. See, I don't understand why you're allowed to do this. Why are you allowed to put people in the front of your police cruiser? Why doesn't this vehicle have the fitted thing for the back? That's why he was able to get into the driver's seat and drive off right there.
I don't want to
like what?
I didn't steal that bike. Okay. Did I run because I know it was stolen? Yes. Can I smoke one cigarette before we go in, please?
Nope. Look, man, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
I didn't see you guys behind me for a long time.
The owner of this bike.
Yo, that's the whole reason why you ran.
Okay. So how come he didn't get it from dude earlier this morning? I know who had that bike earlier.
Who's that?
I'm not aware. I can barely talk. I please have a drink of water.
I don't have any water, man.
I can't talk. I'm not trying to be I promise you.
Well, you just told me you wanted me to get bit by that dog.
Because I was upset at the time. Please let me smoke a cigarette, man, please.
Cigarettes are going to dry your mouth out even more, man.
I don't care. I'm going to prison, please. Please, man.
If you're cool with me, I might let you smoke one when you get to jail.
Ooh, look at him trying to get out of those cuffs, man.
Oh.
How much do you have in the bag?
Like a quarter gram of ice and 2 Xanaxes.
Oh, we got some druggies. We got some druggies. We got some of these. Let's see. Do we have let's see. Ah, there we go. We got some druggies. Oh, we might actually get a bingo today. I'm hoping we get a bingo. I really want a bingo. We haven't gotten one yet. We're playing bingo on like the hardest difficulty, bro. Why are they just standing there talking? Oh, they're like inspecting the bike. And there it is. There it goes. Wow! Yo! He should turn the lights and sirens off. He should turn that off. Bro, why? I don't even blame the cop for this. I don't. There's no reason why the back of that cruiser... Why is he being forced to drive a cruiser that doesn't have a cage in the back? That doesn't even make sense. It's just stupid. Though he did leave the keys inside of the ignition. He did do that. Guarantee you there's going to be a whole nother set of rules for the police cruisers just because of this incident. There's going to be a whole new like standard operating procedure SOPs for this now. Whenever you have a suspect in your vehicle, make sure that you have your keys out of the ignition. What happened? Because you left the keys in the ignition. Dang, he is barreling, bro. Yo, he is flying.
So I don't get caught. Where are you meeting me?
Relax. Relax, baby. Where you go?
Go up behind Ross's gas station. How long till you're there? Baby, how long till you're there? Where you at? You're in this? He was handcuffed.
People slip out of handcuffs all the time. Bro, that's how you know you were in a small town. You got the cops being like, he slipped out of the handcuffs. Like, yeah.
The cops are on my ass. What do I do? Baby!
I know what you do. If my fiance called me and told me she did this, I'd look at her and say, all right, I'd be on the phone. I'd be like, well, first off, pull the car over, turn the car off, get out, put your hands on the back of your head, make sure they're up in the air if the police are there, and just lay on the ground with your hands on the back of your head, spread eagle. That's what you do. Because you in a lot of trouble now. Whatever trouble you just had, you just 10x'd it. And I guarantee you, the more that you prolong this, the more charges you're going to catch. This only ends one way. Dude, he is just crazy the way he's driving, man.
I'm heading to your dad's house. I'm gonna hide out there.
All I gotta say to any daughter of mine that has a boyfriend that does this, you better tell him over the phone he better not come to my house. He come to my house, I'm gonna be looking with him. I'm gonna be looking with the police in my house. And he better hope that whatever it is that he prays to, that I don't get my hands on him first. Because it's going to be very quiet in there. I'm going to be like, I don't know what happened. Yeah. He's just not breathing. I don't know. No, just ignore the red marks on his neck. He's all right. Just tell him to walk it off. It is but a flesh wound. He's all right. Just pull the taser from the cop and just tase him. Tase him! I'll do it. Give it to me. Just tase him until he drools into my carpet.
Oh, shake it. How did that happen?
I bet that cop's like adrenaline is going crazy, bro.
Baby, I'm gonna jump. Baby,
His adrenaline's going crazy. He's telling himself that he's an idiot for letting that happen, dude. Like, he's having like, oh, dude, I'm about to lose my job scenario crashing through his head. And the more that's going through his head, the more he's getting angry too. You can tell.
I'm gonna jump.
Woo, he's pissed.
Okay? Baby, look for me, please, please. I'm heading towards Greenville right now, okay?
He should have bailed out of that cop car. He should have bailed out of that cop car and fled on foot. He's far enough ahead. He's so far ahead, he could have bailed out at any point and gotten away clean. This dude is an absolute dipshit. You can't even see the sirens anymore. He's so far ahead. He's so far ahead, bro. You don't even see the sirens anymore. Or is that him?
Hey, you know where your village is at? I'm gonna try to hide somewhere around there, okay? Hey? What?
Woo, man. Yeah, I don't even see him anymore. He's gone. Look at that.
He took the cops? I didn't see him. Dude, next thing I know, he was just... Yeah.
Bro, he's gone. He should have bailed. The minute he didn't see them cops behind him, he should have bailed. Could have went anywhere, bro. He could have went to the left, to the right. Yeah, how fast is we going? How fast is this dude going? He's going. He's got to be going at least 100, right? Going 127? Holy! Yo! Over 70. Jesus, that guy is flying, man. Yo!
Dude, I noticed him move around once. I saw him move.
You know, they say you can't put, like bombs on, like, individual cars, right? But like, would a police cruiser with a kill switch on it, would that be the... That's not the same thing, right? I mean, let's be honest here.
We all went to press his bag, put the bag over.
But then the police would be scared to hit anything, so they wouldn't be doing pit maneuvers. Though if everybody used those like grappling things that are on the front of the car now that like tangle itself up around the back axle, you wouldn't need to hit anybody. But how do these police cars not have a kill switch on them for this instance? He's gone, bro. He is so far gone. He should have bailed. He should have bailed. He should have bailed. He could have gotten away. This guy is an absolute dumbass. Yeah, you don't even see the car, bro. He's gone. Oh! Spikes. Oh! He definitely ran those over. No way he didn't. Did he act? Is that part of the card? Do we have spikes on this one? No, we don't have spikes on this one. No spikes.
He's got my phone, so I can't unlock the doors of my car. He's on 67 North. Okay, Chris just rounded.
So that's his phone that's in the car. The dude don't even have a lock on his phone. Holy crap. He doesn't even have a lock on his own phone.
Baby, York Village, they hit me with spike strips. I can't drive so much further. York Village, I'm going to run and hide. Love you. Love you.
Assisting someone in a crime generally carries the same criminal penalty as committing the crime. Good. Put her in jail, too.
We should be able to catch up. Right. We got the tank. Yeah.
Woo! They brought in the big dogs. Uh-oh. Now we got the big dogs.
Bound on a 49. Westbound on 49.
Bro, there's other cops that are just as mad as him. Bro, in there stewing like the damn Hulk. He could have bailed right here. He could have bailed on that bin right there. He could have stopped the car, bailed on that bin, and been gone in those woods. It would have been long gone by the time those cops caught up to him, bro. Yeah, like right here, boom. Just go, just go, just go, go. Oh, damn, they caught up. Never mind, they caught up to him. Holy, they caught up to him quick, boy. Never mind. I didn't realize how close they were.
I can't hear you. He said he did bail. He bailed on foot. None of his fears.
Damn.
I don't see him. Cat, where you at? See him? No. Cat, where you at? Where you at? Bobby! Cat!
They don't have a dog out there either. They don't have a canine. I don't see any canine cruisers. There's no helicopter in the sky either. So like, how are they gonna find this dude? If this guy wasn't such an idiot, he could have long been gone.
Should I ask if the weapons are still secure?
Bobby?
Pick him up before I head that way.
Scotty!
Can you check with on-scene officers, see if the rifle and shotgun's still secure in his vehicle?
Oh no. We better be checking.
I know, this time
They need to check. It's not a matter of unknown. It's a matter of I got it. I'll check. Checking to make sure rifle is secure over the radio, right? Like, come on. Check.
Let's keep walking.
Because you got all these cops in the middle of the forest. They don't know if he's armed or not. He's obviously not, but still.
Scotty! Was that somebody yelling? Hold on for a minute. Come on, Scotty. Answer, baby. Answer, Scotty. I hear him back there. He's way back here.
What? What an idiot.
I can see 52's rifle is secure in his vehicle still.
A shotgun. You don't have the block. Because not all the vehicles have these. That's true.
Shotgun secure in vehicle.
Okay, that's good.
334 Wayne County. Do we know subject armed or not?
You just heard me say that. They scan us.
Oh, we're here, Chris. Over here, Chris. We got eyes, Chris. We got eyes on him.
What do you say? Located the deputy.
Is deputy secure?
He sounds like a train wreck. They always, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're amped up. I get it.
Kyle, does not have the anti-theft device on them?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they should all have the anti-theft.
Yeah, here we are.
Rise up 60. Go ahead, where you at?
I'll get my repeater on.
Go ahead, make this.
Service road down here. Do you want to go down it?
I'll jump.
Just hop in back, Kyle.
That's a nice truck.
Oh, sorry.
What? Oh, you're fine.
I didn't know everybody was in here.
Just scoot over.
Go ahead.
That boy can run for being a big boy.
Yeah.
He's up that hill somewhere. He's got his shirt off. He stripped his shirt. I can't figure out how
He took his shirt off. So they knew who he was, right? They're on a first name basis as well. He took his shirt off. Suspect missing some overall clothes. So he took his shirt off, right? I don't see first name basis on this card. Unfortunately.
You know, damn far this
Why?
You know how far away I am from my car.
I should have shot him.
What? Dude, come on. Don't say that. If you say that, then they're going to find a reason to put you in jail. Don't say that.
Yeah.
I saw him move one time. I never thought there was a chance in the world he'd slip him.
Sure, off and in handcuffs.
We sure got to be. He's driving.
No, because like if you had shot him, then you, well, I mean, I think you should have, right? I kind of do. But the issue is like if you do that, then everything you do, not only at that moment, but that moment moving forward is going to not only be in question, but you're going to have to go through like legal battles, trying to justify why you shot that dude. Like, man, like the amount of like hurdles you'd have to jump over for that idiot, even if you didn't hit him, the fact that you discharged your firearm into a vehicle and you didn't even like actually kill him would be huge, be so problematic, you know, because we have to cater to the criminals instead of actually, you know, abiding by the laws, right?
I don't know how that happened. Was he securing the seatbelt?
He was in there like he was supposed to be.
I feel right now.
You wouldn't be the first person.
Hell no.
Now, in my opinion, I think he should have shot him. Should have shot through the window and you know, into the pursuit before it started, because if he had gotten into a car accident going 120 miles an hour, it would have been a fatal car accident, right? It would have killed whoever he hit and himself as well, which would have been awful for the other people involved and not necessarily him. But you know what I'm saying.
He coming up with Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, I was like on the door handle and Bobby took off. I was screaming at Lee. I was like, oh my God.
40. It was hitting like 128.
I hit 140.
Just leave him out there in the forest. You really think that idiot's gonna like emerge somewhere? Dude's gonna die out there. Just leave him out there in that forest. There's no way he's gonna be able to live in that forest, bro. He's cooked. He's out there in the forest. He doesn't know where he's at. They don't even know where the hell they're at.
Vehicle's not damaged, right?
Just tires.
I got all four.
He was still 80, 90 mile an hour down 40 miles.
So, you dived. I was like, oh. I went to pull my gun. He went like this.
Okay. Hey, we got Kudrow. Kudrow in the house. K9.
I went through K9. Have your hands up. I'll send the dog. You will be missed. Everybody stay behind me.
Yep, no, stay back.
If you want to work towards about the middle of where we left you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Hey, I'd stay right there. Let him get his thing going. Stay back plenty. That way we can get a good track on him. I don't like getting up in the containment area. Let's stay back.
I heard him hiding up in the brush up here.
Really?
But I didn't want to get in there.
Yeah, sure. No, he's not far. That's freshest track as you can get.
Why is he not? He's running. He's still moving.
I know. Hang on, stay. Hey. Get close, but not. We don't want to get. Yeah, no, you all are good. No, you all are good. I'm just.
This guy is a huge titty baby. I would hate to be either his partner or somebody that works at his like thing. Bro, like, Jesus, man, you a cop. You got to be up in there. Get up there with the rest of the cops, man. What you doing? You holding back over here. What are you doing, bro?
You all are good.
Why you got that uniform on?
They're a little too far up around the track. I got you. You all are good.
Circle around it.
Oh, they find him?
Hey, right here. Show me your hands. Show your hands.
Oh, the dog walked right by him, too.
You better not move. You hear me? Do not move. Do not.
Bro, he should have kept running. This dude's an absolute dumbass.
Crossfire. I got him. You're going to put your hands on your...
Bro, this department is just stupid.
Get out!
Let go of the tree!
Yo!
Hang on. Slow down.
Yo, they pulling him in two different directions.
Calm down.
Stand up. Put your feet under and stand up. Damn it!
Put your hands behind your back.
That's what you get.
You got him?
Bro, you went through all that trouble, and you still got caught.
Step out. Go.
Yo.
About to get worse, You're going to do it for a long time, bud. Old police car, bud. How does 20 sound?
Since we've already obviously shown what he's like.
20 years sounds like a beautiful sentence.
Get a cage car to take him.
Dude, are my pinkies doing a problem to you?
You got the right to remain silent. I'd suggest you use it.
I suggest you shut the f*** up.
Hey!
I know my rights.
Good.
What's your name? Go. Go.
I was grabbing you so I didn't fall.
Oh my God. He's really gonna do this right here? Seriously? Bro. Come on, man. Oh my God, bro. He's so twiggy, too. He's small.
Make sure you got no blood on him. He's bleeding. Had a couple scratches.
Where you at?
Bro, that big man picked him up like a twig. Woo, I bet.
What's your name? What was his name?
Which one?
These two right here.
Stinson Morgan.
Thank you.
I'll catch you again.
I thought I'm doing 20 years.
Caught you the second time. What's the third?
You caught me the first time?
Yeah.
4.5 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, we got priors. Huh. Well, hot damn, look at that.
Wasn't your ass. It wasn't. I know it wasn't. I know who it was. It wasn't you. Shoot, that is respect.
Or you want to put those on and I'll take mine?
Yeah, I bet you will.
I know it. You can make it in prison.
For sure.
Where's your shoes?
I know. What county am I going to?
Butler.
I hate that.
Keep a camera on him so he don't try to say we done something good.
I don't know. Yeah, he wasn't ever trying to hurt you, but he kept looking at your calf going, like,
The suspect, identified as 38-year-old Andrew Delcamp, has an extensive criminal history in Missouri.
God damn, boy! Oh! Bro's got he's got a CVS receipt linked freaking criminal record.
With criminal cases dating back to 2017. According to court records, he previously pleaded guilty to second-degree burglary in 2019 and was sentenced to 7 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections. For this case, Andrew pleaded guilty in 2 separate Butler County felony cases on February 25th, 2025. He pleaded guilty to first-degree tampering with a motor vehicle, resisting arrest by fleeing while creating a substantial risk.
He doesn't even care. He just pleads guilty to it. He just doesn't care.
Injury or death, and second-degree burglary. He was sentenced to 7 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections for tampering with a motor vehicle.
There's not even any plea deals. He just pleads guilty. He's like, yeah, I did it.
With the sentences ordered to run back to back. He received an additional 7 years for second-degree burglary, which was added to the previous sentence. In total, Andrew was sentenced to 16 years in prison, just 4 years shy of.
How does 20 sound?
Dude,
hey, how are y'all?
He got 16 years in prison.
Officers are pursuing a stolen motorcycle. And once of serious injury or death.
Insane.
He was sentenced to 7 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections for tampering with a motor vehicle and 2
Maybe
years
you
for resisting
shouldn't have
arrest.
done it.
The sentence is ordered to run back to back. He received an additional 7 years for second-degree burglary, which was added to the previous sentence. In total, Andrew was sentenced to 16 years in prison.
Oof. Maybe you shouldn't have done it, huh? Maybe you shouldn't have done it. Yo, W video. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Just 4 years shy.
What? Like, dude, cooked. W video. Oh, man. All right. We are rolling up out of here. That is it, big dog. That is the stream. W chat. W stream. Hell yeah, per the usual. So tomorrow we'll be going back to Discord to look at all the goodies, all the new stuff, right? But I gotta get off so that way I can start uploading and editing out like these videos that I gotta do for not only today but this weekend. Y'all stay safe, stay friendly. Let me get the music going. W chat for showing up. Always happy to have y'all here. That one, this one. Okay. W chat, W stream, W donos are channel members, and the Jules, W Jules. Please make sure y'all are liking, commenting on videos, liking the comments on videos or disliking them if you don't like the comments. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for hyping. Please keep hyping. You can hype up to 3 different videos a week on YouTube. That will help out with the viewership and get more people in. Check out the Discord. Do all those good things. W chat. I will see y'all tomorrow, bright and early, same time, same place as always. I'm always gonna be here. Yeah. Stay easy. Take it easy. Stay safe. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change the whole day or the whole life. You never know. I'll see you awesome peeps tomorrow. Peace. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for showing up. Peace.
To fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name. Oh, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done.